until the button is pushed.
The button's
The
been
button
pushed.
will be pushed.
I pushed the
And
button.
at the point that the button has been pushed, I will say terrible things about vectors.
I pushed. I think you'll do that throughout. I mean, that's probably not gonna. Wow, that is quite a DreamWorks face collection. Jesus, how they found the superior DreamWorks face collection.
Did you just say fist collection?
What? I said the DreamWorks face collection.
Oh, face. I think you said fist.
No, face. I mean, the Cars one doesn't count, but it still counts as a DreamWorks face.
It is the DreamWorks face as used by Pixar.
As used by Pixar.
As by Pixar. Alright, so welcome everybody to another lovely game of Huck 7th Draconis. I always like to say Huck, so it sounds like I'm Huck.
Huck 7th Draconis.
It's like a feline vector with a hairball. Huck!
Is that a
7th Draconis.
Awesome.
Sounds a bit more Russian than Latin.
I was gonna say, is that a velar fricative or a?
I prefer our Spanish version.
Would you please enunciate the Spanish version then?
It just consisted of a guitar strum. There wasn't actually a word.
You, Sancho? I am Sancho.
Alright, well that's terrible. So, now that we're all back together again, you guys survived another week. What week are we on? Week 10?
This would be the 10th.
This is the 10th week?
The
week
10th.
of the 10th?
10-week
Okay.
anniversary, guys.
Wow.
Week anniversary. I would like to remind everybody, most of my parties end up dying by the 12th session, so, have fun.
I was going to
Anyway.
recap our achievements so far. One of our starting characters is missing, and all of our starting NPCs are dead. All right, let's move on.
Wait. Oh. So let me do this.
That is all we can do for
That's
copyright
really loud, but that's really all you need.
Copyright reasons.
You know the rest.
Yeah, you're right. There's a bunch of people stuck singing it. Would anybody like to recap from last week?
I just did. That was the recap of everything leading up to now. We have managed to kill all the starting NPCs and lost one of our characters.
Who's To be fair, we didn't lose them to incompetence or bad luck. We lost them to what would be the word for that character? Where he's like, oh, I got a new character. I want to play that now.
They were retired.
Yeah.
I suppose that would be.
They
All
were
right.
appropriately
So,
retired.
I mean,
only one of the starting NPCs has actually died.
it's a net gain for our first. We're not counting the one who blew himself up.
I don't count him as the starting NPC.
What about the? What about? Oh, I guess.
Yeah. What about Billy's dad?
Billy's dad technically was a plot thing of that he was gonna die no matter what. So.
Wait.
I mean, he'd be arrested no matter what.
Necessarily dead.
Damn it, people.
I was watching Avatar last night. They were doing the playwright episode where they're just making fun of the entire show, which is a glorious thing for the show to do. And it's just like, did Jet just die? It was really unclear.
Alright, so, going back, who wants to do the recap for what actually happened last week?
I think Tygon should do it.
I didn't prepare.
I think it is
Look,
Tygon's
Tygon,
turn,
they threw you
technically.
under a bus.
They always do that. Only usually the buzz is bullets and the under is my head.
And in fairness, I missed the last part of it, so I don't know that.
Bullets were tossed under your head?
He was gonna try to lay down, and somebody threw a bullet under there and made him really uncomfortable.
Okay, let's see if I can get this. Okay, we destroyed at least one building, probably more. An organic hellscape erupted from somebody. Not gonna go into details who. And everybody ran away. Somebody may have been driving away in an ambulance full of little kids. Technically wasn't me. I wasn't in control of myself at the time.
Yep.
So not taking blame for that. But yeah, kind of figured out that there are a lot of different people in my head, but yeah, there was that. Let's see. We managed to get back into control. Everybody managed to get in communication with each other and kind of meet up. We decided that Stefan should take all the kids to one of these progenitors help points. I forgot what they were called. Because that would really be better for them. They'd probably be better off no matter where they were taken.
Hmm.
And I think overall that went fairly well.
Hmm.
And we basically got back into the whole mess that, well, yeah, kind of we created. I was saying somebody created, but no, that was us.
Well, no. You can blame us, the monkeys who shot somebody, or the person who gave a monkey a gun, when that monkey should have been given peanuts and returned to the jungle.
I understand this metaphor.
Also, as I recall, the monkey took the gun. After
Well,
keeper.
I'm not sure if you can blame the organic hellscape on us.
yeah, I feel like that's in JD's work.
Alright,
I think that
the organic hellscape technically wasn't your fault. That was just some amazing dice rolls. But, you know, the building going down.
yeah, but you know that was we were all ready to take the blame for that one.
Yeah,
The organic
I'm just saying.
hellscape, entirely
I-
different
in fact,
situation.
I'm going to go so far as to say credit rather than blame.
Technically, yes, it was intended. Anyway,
In fact, it was more successful than you ever hoped.
the organic hellscape was more a side effect.
Mhm.
Anyway, turned out that like the entire upper floor of that building was some sort of panic room or something, and it kind of slid down from that building and into another one. And
then another one.
and we decided to take a look at that first.
I would like to point out that JD violated the first rule of a panic room, which is be in it.
Well, it's not like, you know, he was a very wealthy-to-do person and may have had several of these panic rooms in his major buildings that he wanted to
No,
have.
Sam, he's supposed to be in the panic room. That's why it's a panic room. God damn it. I hate it when I get to the top of a tower or the bottom of the dungeon and the boss has the asinine concept of like being in the bathroom on the second floor. It's
Like the last place we would look for him. Almost like the safest place in his
Boss was on floor 1 in the lobby. He waved at you on the way by. You skipped him because he thought he wasn't worth any XP.
He just that day he was on his way to a convention and he was dressed as a security guard.
Okay, let's see. What we managed to get into that panic room thing, which conveniently slid off the first building and landed inside another building.
Mm-hmm.
And we found a lot of booths which a couple of characters were really happy about.
Mm-hmm.
And we found we found Rose, who was really just a head and a body, kept alive for like a decade with Vitae, so just really nobody in there anymore.
Characters were less happy about that one.
Yeah, especially somebody in Zuri's head, and because somebody else decided very obviously to kill that husk. That somebody else is now on the list, so to speak.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nothing at all.
Sure, it's fine.
Just how I'm not talking about how somebody decided it would be better to leave that panic room, and thus there was an imbalance, and the whole panic room toppled out of the building.
Suri dropped us in a box.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to.
I suppose it's better than having the box dropped on you.
Hearing that excuse from you a lot lately.
Okay.
I couldn't control it.
Quad kill. Oh, five. Oh, it's not an accident anymore.
If I had stayed, I probably would have started shooting Amelia.
Not sure that was a problem for Lotta.
One of those not Lotta problems.
I just know that this way I got a whole lot of wounds.
Oh, it's funny.
It ended up working out. Nobody died. I expect the person who was technically already dead. And
Nobody died because JD wasn't in his panic room.
that was a little inconvenient. I admit that. Yeah.
I'd like to point out the bear died.
Oh, yeah, there was a bear.
No, he was already dead, wasn't he?
That was the session before, so yeah, doesn't count.
No, he died as he was dead in the panic room as a result of
Yeah.
the panic room going through buildings.
He
Oh, I
used
thought
his
Miko
hands
was
Oh.
still good.
No, I ran away from him.
Oh, Miko ran away from him, that's right.
Yes,
Yeah,
bravely.
cowardly option that was
Bravely.
Yeah.
After that whole deal, we decided to, or rather, Miko decided that she wanted to explore a bit more. And there was some transcendent stuff going on. Like, there was this, which at least I assume were manifestations who were, like, shattering around there and snatching people away. And, let's see what happened. Miko got grabbed by one of them, and in a move I think nobody expected, decided to grab and pull back, and pulled out a new NPC for us to.
Yes, we needed another one of those.
Can I put it back? Also, I'm severely disappointed that you didn't make it a rabbit, Sam.
Why?
So I could have pulled a rabbit out of the hole.
I think it was a chameleon.
Yeah, it was a chameleon.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Who
No,
either
chameleon.
is a completely new person or suffers from massive amnesia because she didn't even know her name.
Could be a critter trying to be something that's not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the big money there.
Let's
Well,
not
yeah,
rule out the opportunity of mass deception.
Okay, yeah. Also could be a transcendent monstrosity from a dimension of horrible things that's now
Would
pretending
I
to be a
take the
vector.
easy way out, guys? Would I?
Well, the nice part is I have really great technology for checking to see if that's true or not.
Is it
Yeah,
a gun?
sure.
Yeah.
How does that go otherwise, by the way?
Well, it's kind of like searching for a witch. I mean, she'll either survive it, or...
Witch. You just got to remember they could be a sorcerer or bard.
And I think that was pretty much it. I don't think anything.
Yeah,
else-
we pretty much after you guys got to Miko and you kind of met Miko's new friend who was introduced originally as Miko, and then there was a brief conversation of, oh fuck, we are not going to deal with the fact that there are two characters named Miko in this party, and the aforementioned character, they went through basically asking what other names would they name themselves if not Miko, and I believe they said Aaron. They also said
Suri.
Susanna. They said Zuri. And they were kind of going down a list of names. And then somebody suggested Coco. And they're like, oh, I like Coco.
Yes.
And so they went with Coco.
Chocolate.
frankly, who doesn't?
So they went with Coco as a name, and that's kind of where we left off there. But I will touch on a few things that got missed. Everyone's going to get the 1 XP from Tygon's thing. What happened at the beginning of last
Tygon,
session,
credit to team!
JD
Hey.
did a below area wide announcement that
All right.
to Amelia.
And the explosions
And
and
basically of I hope you enjoy your gift, and shortly after the sky literally fell, taking out a large portion of various different gang areas, which we believe took out the HQ of the Seraphs as they are no longer in action. There was a brief incident also at the beginning where they found out that while Zuri was not in charge of herself, she did shoot and nearly kill a certain exo-nymph who is now missing a horn. He was sent off alone with the children to go do stuff, and as we ended last session, he was getting a hold of you guys to tell you that the progenitor ships had come to pick up the children, and the IRPF was starting to do a sweep, and then he called back and said, "That's not the IRPF. That's not the IRPF," and that's where we cut off.
I have a bad feeling about that. Actually,
Yes.
I did take note of that.
I am
Okay.
glad that we managed to wait till episode 10 before invoking the "I've got a bad feeling about this" line.
Yes, which again, I'd like to point out goes back to my earlier statement that usually by episode 12 or so of most of my games, the entire party has either died or, won or something. But
So we still have 2 more episodes before we beat the curve. Gotcha.
yes, you got 2 more episodes before you
We can
beat
do it, guys.
her. Yeah. But, just keep in mind,
Uh-huh.
as much as we can do for copyright. Also, hi, Reforming Saint. All right, so we are starting back up. You guys are together as a group with a mostly partially clothed, green-skinned chameleon girl who is kind of looking around very confused about life and its many questions. But there is also, there's suddenly like a deadness on the line from a certain exo-nymph who you guys had said, "We'll get to the car," and he's like, "I'm trying."
I had I had honestly assumed that he was being quiet so as not to get caught.
Yes, I'm just saying we're coming back to you guys at that point.
I think what we were doing before we got the call was heading to a nearby Seraph safe house, right?
Yeah, you guys
To try and
Okay,
take
so-
it and hunker down and collect ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So as a group, you guys start heading towards the nearest little area that you knew of from the Seraphs, which I believe was the one you had been at to drop Aaron off originally. So you start making your long
Is it?
trek back that way. Yeah.
Okay.
It is actually kind of strange because as you guys are moving, lights are starting to go off in the various parts of Spiral Territory, and this is kind of unnerving because Spiral Territory is usually something that doesn't have issues with power, and their power seems to be waxing and waning and flickering in and out, and you can see entire streets just go dark. And it doesn't seem like it's in any kind of ordered way. It just seems like it's happening.
Huh. Have they accidentally fucked up their own power grid? I don't think someone's moving against them.
I don't know.
We're walking this, right? We didn't have any other
No,
vehicle.
we're
Yeah.
walking.
Was there because we were right next to kind of Spiral headquarters. Another building fell down, but in the course of walking the first mile outside of this area, can we find any kind of car?
They would all be usually put up in garages or in things like that, so you'd need to go hunting through buildings and stuff like that to find something, because they don't usually leave them on the streets.
I wonder if that would be worth doing.
If there is another force moving in the area, I'd rather not be in a loud movie target.
Then off we go.
Yeah. Walkity walk.
Walkity walk, walkity walk, walkity walk.
She's gonna talk to this new person and be like, "So this is how we spend most of our time. I mean, lately, unless we've got a car. We're not usually in those very long, though."
Is
Oh,
there? Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I wasn't paying attention.
Fine,
I
I'll
realized when I
go.
started-
I'm gonna bring her in.
No, I'm the one that always gets in trouble for talking over you. So
No.
please take this moment.
No, I wasn't paying attention, and I started talking, and then realized I was interrupting a conversation that other characters were having. So sorry. That was my fault for not paying close enough attention.
Oh well, if you had a question or something though, we could resolve it really quick before I actually get into this. So.
Oh, I was asking. Okay, I was asking if I knew anywhere where there might be a, garage.
You hadn't been in this area as much because I remember that was why you didn't know this hospital. So I'm
Okay.
gonna say you might know what to look for, but you'd still need to do a logic roll or something like that to kind of place out.
I'd probably have the better idea, but
Yeah.
that's a long time ago, and Lola is more focused on just moving quiet. I was saying that, hey, any dead bodies around? There's quite a few, right?
There were a ton back at the hospital. There were tons at the hospital, and some of them didn't get to stay because some of those creatures pulled them through
Okay.
black portals and they disappeared. But there were tons of dead bodies back there. But it is actually just clear because a lot of people just have fled the area. Miko, the green-skinned character now known as Coco, turns to you and goes, so why?
We're really bad drivers, you see. I mean, I used to be pretty good at it, but I don't have hands anymore.
What happened? Hands can go away?
Oh yeah. You want to see?
Do I want to see?
She's blind.
Oh, sorry, that was insensitive. Here, give me your hands.
Yeah, she is blind.
We'll just chop them off and I'll be like, there, that was the joke. Do you get it? Move along. We're down someplace that's kind of hostile, and I guess if we drive around the cars, it makes other people upset or something. But again, the fact that we're not very good at it, that does play a pretty decisive role.
Oh, well, should you get good at it?
Yeah.
It's
Should
probably
we?
a grand idea.
Would I be good at it?
You're blind.
Shh. Let's never stop people. Oh, right, your cars don't drive themselves. No, you probably shouldn't do it.
Oh, okay. All right. Why do we walk though? Why don't we just stay?
Let's play the quiet game now.
Oh, how do you play?
You're losing.
I don't understand.
Mika's gonna trot forward really quick. Why do we drop off the new one?
We'll see about leaving her secure at this place we're heading.
Because
Don't
there's
get
a building
suckered
off
into
to the
it.
left that's just as good as the building she was in, and it's not falling over.
Really just want to abandon somebody out here?
Well, I didn't mean to find her.
Well, it's your responsibility now.
Oh, that's not gonna go well. She's gonna.
I suppose that makes it my responsibility, seeing this.
Well, I was gonna say, if she's Miko's responsibility, maybe we should just drop her off in one of these buildings.
Nah, better survival lots. Oh, it's not that far. Only an hour to,
Start heading in that direction.
I was gonna lean over like, hey, don't get suckered in by the quiet game. My mom used to get me with that all the time.
I don't know how to play.
Cool. I'm just gonna walk away.
She actually is having trouble because she had been relying on keeping her hand on Miko's back. To get an idea of where to go, and now Miko has moved ahead, and everyone has moved ahead of her, and she seems like she's just kind of Blind.
Zuri will guide her.
Even as Suri's moving over, Lola's going, Suri, whether one of you, was you or one of your lot in there? And she taps her head, mind her, keeping an eye on her.
That's a little rude, but yes, okay.
Hey, you dropped us off in a giant box. You shot us. I think we get to be a little bit rude.
That's a fair point, Miko yells from up front.
Miko. Shh.
Is going faster how you play the quiet game? She asks.
No, that
Zuri?
don't listen to them, dear. They're just being mean to you.
Oh. Are they supposed to?
We had a really, really rough day.
Oh. I'm sorry?
Oh, it wasn't your fault.
Okay. Your skin feels different.
Yeah, I know.
I like it.
Oh, thank you.
And she keeps moving on, and she'll have quietly, ask Zuri occasionally, really, very blanket questions of basically the equivalent of "Are we there yet?" and "Why are we moving?"
How do feet work?
Who was phone?
Zuri will attempt to answer to the best of her abilities.
And is it really true I'm not supposed to listen to them? Do you not listen to mean people? Is this the thing?
Oh.
How do you know if
okay.
someone's mean? These are the lifelong questions that you're going to get to enjoy with Coco in the back.
Oh, great.
And eventually you guys reach this broken down the old garage that had previously been used to drop off Aaron. And that is still vacant.
Cool. Right.
Miko's gonna peer inside and be like, "This place looks like it was raided." Oh wait, no, sorry, no, that was us. That was us.
Yep, that was us. Now we're going to unraid it, I suppose. Let's see. When you say garage, like what is this building like? Is it just like one big garage door, or?
It's got one of those big slide up doors in the back and the front. So you basically pull a vehicle through. That's how we had the, but it does not have a ceiling. Remember, because he drove straight up. There is a side door also, but it's mostly just a lot of boxes and stuff in here.
But is it its own little independent unit, or is it attached to another building?
It is not attached to another building. It's its own little independent unit, and there is like a little kind of like a tent, like a sci-fi tent in there. We'll call it sci-fi tent because it's basically used of various different materials to make like a little survival place. It was probably part of a one of the survival kits at some point that has apparently been used there for a while to give somebody a little bit more creature comforts.
No. Lola's gonna move in, looking up at the no ceiling, and go, not really ideal, but as good a place as any, I suppose.
Are we still outside?
Kind of.
That's a complicated question. Were we ever outside? She muses,
not really.
looking
but,
upward. Was there like a frequency list or anything in here that we might call for an additional drop off? Because there was somebody in here that was supposed to be communicating with other people at some point.
Yeah, he was the runner, and he did not leave his gear behind. He left the boxes of materials, but he did not leave his own gear. And I'm pretty sure that any gang worth their salt wouldn't want their runners to leave like a booklet of their various.
Would they want their runner to come back at some point? Can we expect a rendezvous?
It's one of those things of he may have been called off somewhere or something.
He might be on his way back. He might not.
He might be under a giant piece of city.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of out and about.
Mainly, I want to rest because I'm missing fuckloads of wounds.
There's that. Well, we can call it a night for the time being. But
This
we
that
were
was my
just called
intent of
out.
us going somewhere.
But there was that scream of, it's not the bad guys or whatever. I don't know if we can get there in any time to be, timely about it. It's already been 2 hours of walking.
I think either he'll get himself out of it or he's dead.
Damn it! We just used a rescue on this guy yesterday.
I will say, technically, you used a rescue to save yourself, but he is still not. He's still in a safe place. He can be in a safe place right now. I wouldn't immediately take him away after letting you have this illusion that
We also-
safe.
You would wait 2, perhaps even 3 sessions before turning him into a giant.
I believe it said on the 12th session everyone dies, so I believe we will have at least till then. So,
I was gonna say, if we're in the best scenario, we don't know where he took them.
he took them to the original drop-off point that you guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
that's
same
good.
one that we took the shark to.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Do.
that's where he had been running off to when you guys were off doing things.
Baby shark.
Baby shark. All right. So the yeah, you can kind of set up in there. It's a nice little closed off area right on the border of Spiral and Seraph territory. If you want to do so, the whole place is actually pretty quiet, and as you guys are in there, the power goes out on the street outside, as the street had power from the local Spiral area. Coco is going to put her hand on Zuri's shoulder and go,
Yes.
I think I'm dying.
Wait, what?
I feel like everything's heavy.
You're probably just tired.
Is tired like dying?
Yes.
No. Will you guys stop saying such horrible things to her?
What? Lola says from across the room.
Not you, the others.
And it's like, well, I mean, those two might.
Indoor voices, children. She's going to resume looking at the garage.
I will try to find a spot for her to lay down.
There's a little tenty thing. Wrap her up in it.
What do you do when you're tired?
You lay down and you rest.
Am I resting?
You know when it happens.
You know a lot of things, Zuri.
Not really, no.
But you know when things are horrible.
Yeah, I know that too.
We have had a lot of horrible things happen to us recently. It's normally not this bad.
Being tired is a horrible thing.
That it is. Yeah.
It can actually be kind of nice. Because in a couple of hours you wake up and you'll feel all better.
Huh.
Will you still be here when I wake up?
Yes, I will be.
Okay. Will I still be here when I wake up?
Yes, of course.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
That's not really something I can answer.
Okay. You'll have some more awkward conversation.
Hey, Amelia.
Mm.
You fill up for a shift watching
There's no
4 hours
questions
each.
here.
She says, glancing at Zuri and Miko, who she isn't sure she trusts them to hold a watch.
Like, yeah, I can do it.
It's a fair point. I don't have
okay.
any hands.
You want first or second?
Ah,
Get some soup, kid.
Okay. Can I talk to you for a minute? Like, in
Yeah,
private?
sure. She'll step out.
I'm stepping out, just like, hey, this like looks like she's in pain. Like, I'm sorry about the grenade thing.
Don't worry. You're under a lot of pressure.
I mean, I have bad ideas. So,
Well, it's good that you recognise it. You just gotta train yourself to recognise it a little sooner, that's all.
Yeah, I guess that's something that can happen. Can you help me with something?
What is it?
I just like hand you a file. It's like
Sh-
I want to know what JD knows about me, but I don't read so well.
Yeah, sure. Want me to read this and tell you later, or do you want to sit here with it now?
Montage to Amelia learning to read from Lada. A is for apple.
What the fuck's an apple? It's like, yeah. I mean, when you got time,
Actually, how big is this file?
It's actually pretty sizable. It's probably about 3 to 4 inches thick.
Oof. Why don't you rest and I'll give it a look through.
All right. I don't want any of the others to know what's in there. I
Yeah,
figure
no.
you probably already know
I've got an idea.
enough. So,
Don't worry. I'll keep it to myself.
okay, thank you.
She'll pat Amelia on the shoulder and then push her towards the garage door. Go on, rest.
Like, okay. So I'm gonna go just lay down and she's just gonna lay there drinking from that liquor she stole. So question.
Mhm.
I don't know if Amelia can get drunk anymore. Because the Ruiner makes you immune to poison.
Yeah, that is actually supposed to stop you from getting drunk.
Yeah, you
Great.
Poor
So you-
girl.
You are gonna drink and drink and drink and feel none better.
She's
Oh.
just gonna sit there like drinking for hours, like, why isn't anything happening?
My
Aw.
one escape.
Drugs were the only thing I had.
Okay.
Have you considered a voyage of self-discovery?
No.
Oh, well, what's that?
I have
She's
considered the
kind of
opposite.
on one, and I don't think she likes it.
It's just like I have considered the opposite of that. All right.
So gonna close up the garage and pull the door down and shit.
Yeah.
Because I figure it's best we stay hidden rather than one of us standing out keeping watch. But it's gonna be keeping watch as in keeping ears open, So I'll
It's
sit near the
also
door.
like completely dark out on the streets now.
Yeah.
And you guys not drawing attention to yourselves is probably for the best because any of the little light flashes and stuff like that could be blocked if you have the doors closed, right?
Yep. So doors all closed up, and Lola is going to use her little flashlight to read this file, but she's going to. Is there a little bit of tarp or such I can pull over me so it can't be seen from above?
There is like tarping intent, and there's like a whole bunch of stuff in there because they had previously had to account for the rain.
Yeah.
And so there was actually like a fair amounts of tarping and stuff like that, and actually a little drainage thing that led out of the building because that's where it went out, one of the little side doors. It went under the gap there because they had a little thing they had dug just to let the water out because it would roll in through the building, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it hasn't been raining, so plus
Woo!
the rain's gone, guys. The rain's.
I still maintain that that's probably not a good thing.
Yeah, there's no rain, so there's plenty of area for you to set up, so you can sit there and read. So if you want, you can spend your time reading while you're on watch.
I'll do that.
All right. And Miko, what are you doing with yourself during all this?
She was basically pacing around the place trying
Does
to.
Miko sleep?
She does. Well, she sits there and like stops moving for a while. It counts, right? That's basically what sleep is.
No, I like to think she lays down but continues to vibrate.
Because you have to see in your sleep, right?
Oh god, I'm actually just picturing her laying down, but the head flailing about limply.
Yeah.
It's basically any dog having a dream.
Yeah.
She was pacing around the location trying to catalog the stuff that she had seen. She's mostly kind of frustrated about not having gleaned a whole lot from her visitation to wherever it was.
She's frustrated because she has an itch that should be scratched in the back of her mind, and she can't figure out why she should know that, but she can't remember it, and that irritates her as well. So
She isn't sure what it is she should know.
But she's basically trapped in this conundrum of, I feel like I'm supposed to know this. Why don't I remember this? And also, why the hell do I think I should remember this? Right?
As she's pacing around, she will attempt to contact Stefan and just see if he'll pick up, since it's been a little while.
All right. We'll say who had first watch?
Me.
You. All right. About halfway into Lotta's watch, as you kind of wake up in one of your little things of deciding to try and contact Stefan. Hey, where are you guys?
Oh, hey, we got, you're all right. Hey, what was trying to get you?
They got different uniforms, and oh my god, they torched everything. Oh shit, I got the truck.
Well, that's good.
I'm driving.
Well, that's good.
I don't drive very fast.
That's good.
They're bad. They're worse than IRPF. Don't like them.
I don't suppose they introduced themselves before torching.
They had symbol and thing on Jack. Geyer.
Oh.
Geyer Solutions.
Hey, as I was an above grounder, can I roll?
Yeah. And actually, if you ever end up waking up, Zuri will also be able to roll. It'll be a difficulty 2 for a logic check.
Logic.
Or actually, it would be
Community
perceive. Sorry,
Yeah.
difficulty 2 community perceive.
I am very bad at that.
And actually, Zev, you should also be able to do it with Miko, because Miko was technically topside at some point before coming down. Even though she did it very briefly in the city.
I will do it at
Worst kind of missed roll.
difficulty 3. Because technically her memories of this area are manufactured by somebody who wasn't in this area.
Was that community or mind perceive?
Well, did you just get delivered into the underground? I thought you fled.
Oh, she did, but she was created remotely and then born out of the generator that was over there. So.
No, I was just saying you probably would have seen it. Like.
Oh, yeah, I might have seen a sign. I guess I don't know if I'll know anything about it.
But I'm just saying I would have given you less as a result contextually. But
was that community or mind perceive?
It was community perceive.
Okay.
I have a boon in logic, so I would like to succeed on a 10.
It's community perceive. It's not logic. Sorry.
Well.
I'm gonna do badly at this.
Because perceive checks aren't.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Logic.
Wee! I was so close.
Bump it.
It's not terribly important to me to pass this, honestly.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This, yeah. Nope.
I want to know something for once. I'm spending too focus.
Now, is this before or after you slept?
Before.
Okay.
Alright, so Lotta, I would like to point out, as you know, he's talking and stuff like that, and you're kind of sitting there thinking through.
Yeah.
That name like rings a bell in your head, and you have to take a moment, and then you remember you'd heard that around JD before, And as you like have your eureka moment, you flip through pages that are in your lap, and you find Geyer Solutions employee recommendations about Amelia.
Huh. I think I might
And
know.
you remember that it was a corp that was in direct competition with the IRPF for protection contracts when you were up top.
Do I know whether they're a subcorp or were they independently founded? I'm guessing that latter.
They were an independent little subcorp of a lot of like mess going through things. I'll say probably, given you've got stuff in your hands, they are a TTI based security corp.
Oh, I was gonna let out a sort of whistle of oh shit, and that's a security corp, a TTI security subcorp. Guessing they've come down to clean up this mess. And
Oh, that is probably that's probably JD's corporation then.
she almost opened her mouth to mention it's in the newspapers before remembering, hey, I promise I won't mention anything, so she's going to keep that to herself.
Uh-huh.
And
Stefan over the radio goes, "Where the fuck are you guys? Like, I'm driving back to the hospital, but I don't really want to go there.
no,
Where can I meet you?"
you able to direct him, Miko?
Do you know the place where we dropped off Aaron?
He wouldn't.
Oh, I was crying a lot at the time, but I think I remember.
Well, that's the spot. That spot.
That spot? Okay, I'll be there. It's gonna take me a bunch of hours. I'm driving around because they're just like, they're just taking everything out. It's not like the IRPF at all. They're just burning it down.
Tell him drive slow, lights off.
Drive safely with whatever precautions you need to take to not crash.
Somebody just told you to tell me to turn my headlights off, didn't they?
Someone did.
Tell them fuck you.
Fuck you.
That's why you drive. You get spotted and shot at. It's not my fault.
He's been shot at enough times that I'm not worried about the bullets. Car crashes, though. Terrible.
I'll be there soon. Is everybody okay?
No.
Well, we picked up a stray.
Oh, do they have parts?
Possibly, actually. Do you have a normal procedure for dismantling people?
I like to start at the abdomen and then move to the extremities.
Would it work in the back of the truck? Sorry, hang on. We'll talk about this later. This can wait.
I mean, yeah, I guess it could.
But later.
But why?
Nothing. I just have my suspicions.
About what?
Lots of things. Cake. I'm really suspicious of cake.
All right. Well, I will gladly pick your mind when I get there.
No, I needed you to pick someone else. I see what you did there. Okay. Well, I think people are going to sleep. So, don't murder anybody I don't sanction.
What?
I said don't murder anybody I don't sanction.
Oh, man, you're just as bad as the hospital board.
Well, I got a pretty wide sanction.
Oh. We're going to have a great time together.
You talk about the size of my sanction.
There's a bit of laughing for Stefan for a while because he's just happy to have somebody to talk to.
Lola, only hearing bits and pieces of this, is frowning at it all at the odd words she's hearing.
Well, so it's all being done over the channel since she's speaking via radio, so you can hear both of it if you're chimed in on the same channel.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure in that case, no.
So every once in a while you just see Miko smiling a bit wider and just to self.
That is even more disconcerting, to be fair.
Okay, I'm gonna be on the way. Where are we going after? Are you guys thinking about that? Because Stefan really would like to have a plan.
Well, I've
Are
got
we
a
making a
plan.
new gang? Can I be a part of the gang?
Oh, I'd have to talk to the gang members for that. I've never been particularly organizationally handling.
Oh, I thought you were in charge.
No, I just make the plans.
Isn't that what the people in charge do?
No, they make the money.
But can't you do both?
This seems to strike her as a novel concept.
Stefan just wants to say, in relation to his resume, is he's very good at getting right hands.
The left ones, not so much.
Left ones have always been a
Hey.
problem.
So I hear you're really good at. Never mind.
Oh. Anyway, so he'll tell you he's on the way, and he'll probably be meeting you guys about the time watches have ended.
Nico will kind of trot over to whoever is still awake and be like, Stefan's on his way.
Cool.
She'll look over at the sleeping Coco on the ground. Has this one done anything? Weird like? It says the thing that's twitching currently and flashing different colors.
She's
Pointing at the
not
thing with the weird blackened hand that's making some sort of weird misty aura, right?
I haven't noticed anything. So now that she's asleep, how did you find her? Where?
I pulled her out of a hole in the ground.
A hole?
Yeah, well, I mean, it
Hole?
was kind of
Foxhole?
it was sort of a creepy hole, like the kind of hole that might pull you down into oblivion, or
One of those weird magic-y things.
something like that. The sort of hole that goes on forever. That's weird hollow look. Anyway, it was I was thinking about jumping in, and then I was like, oh, but I'm supposed to be doing stuff out here, so I pulled instead, and out she came.
You think she's safe?
No.
No?
She'll kind of tilt her head sideways. No. But, I mean, I don't reckon any of us are safe, really. I mean, we're traveling around with a robot that shoots people every 2 days.
That's a fair point. But worth keeping an eye on then.
Also, that was the most racist thing you've said.
Yeah,
Robot.
sleepy mumbling, not a robot.
And she'll kind of tilt her head sideways. It's more that I'm not entirely sure what to do about her. I want to study her, but I don't have any sort of equipment, which limits my observational tools.
You've got an inquisitive little mind, haven't you?
I guess it's that.
Oh, maybe our good doctor will join you in that activity. Though,
I don't know if he's got the right tools either.
frankly, dangerous or not, I don't feel comfortable with the idea of what kind of studying you got in mind.
Oh, she wouldn't survive it, but I'm not entirely certain she's a vector to begin with.
Sure looks like one.
Well, a lot of things look like one.
I guess it sounds like a basis to judge it on. The strange little thing.
She'll kind of walk over sideways a little bit, and she's gonna grab a little stick, and she's gonna do the whole tickle your nose thing to try to get her to swat her nose or the stick while she's sleeping with that hand, just to see if it does anything to the stick or her nose.
All right, well, you start like poking at her, nose, trying to get kind of elicit a response, and the eyes go wide, and she jumps back and goes.
Don't worry, it was a spider.
What's a spider?
I don't know.
Is it a bad thing?
Well, anyway, it's gone now. Go back to sleep. Also, touch the stick.
What's
This
what-
stick. This stick here. Just
She can't see.
Just
Nico.
touch the stick.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Well, then touch it. It'll go away.
Well,
Touch the
Hey,
stick.
Coco, just reach your hand out. It'll be all right.
all right, she reaches her good hand out.
Not. See, this is why I don't ask permission. Touch it with the other hand.
Okay. And she reaches out with the other hand.
Does she touch the stick though?
Yeah,
She can't
does.
see the stick.
It takes her a while because she has to find
She has
it
to find
because
it.
she's blind.
Well, it's all right. I will definitely maneuver it into her hand using the long, grip I've got with my mouth as I try to swing it like, a dog trying to get the frickin'
Yeah.
stick through the side of the gate.
She very lightly touches it like somebody who doesn't know what they're touching and is scared.
Does anything distinct happen to the stick?
Nothing seems to happen distinctly to the stick.
Can you try stroking the stick?
Sorry.
No, don't wake.
Sorry.
What's
Something
going on?
horrible's happening, I think.
Oh, he probably just had a bad dream. What are you guys doing?
Sir, make her stroke my stick.
You go stroke your stick yourself. You
It doesn't have the same effect. She's got to stroke it for
Sorry,
me.
I feel like this is a bad thing. Is it bad?
It's a little, yes.
Oh, you're not helping.
Sorry, she
But you're not helping either. Why did you wake her?
She will put the stick down and pull it toward her and look at the end that was gingerly stroked. And if nothing is discovered, she will look disappointed. All right, fine. You can go back to sleep. I just wanted your hand on a stick for a second.
Nothing is discovered except for the fact that it's just amazing that you found a stick in an area where there were no trees growing.
Well, it's a rod-like device.
We'll take a moment to think about that.
I'm sure there is some kind of rod-like device that can be used.
I know. Stroke my rod.
Yes, go back to sleep. Maybe everyone should, she says, looking at Miko.
She said, yes, everybody should go back to sleep. She goes back outside.
That is a good idea.
Are you going up over
Come, Coco. We'll go back to sleep.
This whole time,
No.
Amelia is like laying in an awkward position, like totally dead, just like drooling on her armor.
How long has it been at this point?
It's about halfway through your watch, so it's only been about 2 hours.
Kill me.
Hey, the stick debacle only lasted like 5 minutes.
An eternity.
Eternity. She eventually goes back to sleep with the help of Zuri's comforting ways.
I will resume reading.
Yes, we'll resume reading. At the end of your watch, before you wake up, Amelia, I can tell you, Lotta, that you find that it is an extensive file, and actually, I would probably make you do a logic or a science check to decipher some of it, but I'll give you what you should glean just from being somebody who did actually come from the top originally. And somebody who is, not, unversed. There's a lot of psychological panels that were done, a lot of studies, apparently based on her conversations. There's a lot of recordings of conversations that she's had, verbatim, that were broken down. Anytime that it seemed like it was trying to cite any times where she might have been insubordinate were definitely in there. Times of blind compliance were noted. It does go into her first chop job, which was an IRPF agent that was alive. JD felt that it was time for her membership trial, basically, because you didn't remember this being a membership trial, but he started doing it apparently fairly early on people to test them.
Mm-hmm.
And basically they had a IRPF agent that didn't have any useful biocomponents that survived through a raid, and it was not going to be for another year that Amelia was going to go through her membership trial, but JD basically urged that it was going to happen. And he actually attended that, which is kind of cited in there as being an up-and-comer being looked after. There is a lot of information from the point that she joined the Spirals, where they started tracking her mother and father. They had
Oops. Oh no.
Who'd we lose?
Amelia, she's back.
Huh. Basically, in that information, you can find that they started tracking Amelia's mother and father information about them and anyone who might have been related to Amelia at the point that she joined. There is also information there about the runners that they sent into the Seraphs under kind of incognito purposes to encourage Amelia's mom that her daughter needed to get out. So that way she could be lured out of Seraph territory. There's a lot of setup there for what was happening. Amelia was also being evaluated for her purposes topside. And that is as much as they say about it.
Oh.
It ends after the basically where they go over the fact Amelia did the very calculated kill of her mother and then operation. They gave her high marks for creativity. They felt that was a sign of good psychology there.
I like that there was a rubric in there for that.
Because they were like, she saved herself a damaging psychological situation while still completing the work. So they kind of gave her extra points for that. And
there's the pass tick and then the crossed out later.
Yeah. Recommendation of giving her some time to cope with the loss before moving forward, and then basically missing in action. So that is what you get out of that, which is quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, Lola takes a bit to digest everything she's read before, closing her eyes, thumping her head back against the wall a bit. Okay, cool, right. And
of course, they don't refer to her as Amelia during any of that. They refer to her as Susanna or Thrift.
Yeah. And she's going to stand up, put the file back in order, and wander over and wake Amelia up. Hey, kid. It's your turn.
Are you waking her up carefully? Because she probably comes up with a knife.
I would probably be kicking you if you're on the ground with my foot.
I have a stick you can use.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get her up. She's like just goes from like 0 to snaps awake, like with a blade, just like what?
Don't know where she got it from.
Toss the file down onto your lap and just go, your shift.
No, she's Amelia.
Right. Already file. We'll talk about it after I wake up.
All right. Do you mean to be in your email on the Twitch stream?
In my email? Oh, it popped up on the same thing. Naturally.
Huh?
I just wanted to warn somebody that they were broadcasting their.
The window capture must have grabbed it for a second.
Right on. Just in case. Just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Yeah. She just like drags herself to her feet, like puts her knife away. Is like, yeah, okay.
I'm just gonna give her a little casual salute and then go try and settle down somewhere.
I'm gonna put that into like whatever I carry, like the file back into wherever I carry stuff, and just
the RPG space where things stop existing for characters briefly.
And then just kind of like take a watch, like a really careful, paranoid one.
Miko is arranging her sleeping period so that it was like halfway through both watches.
Nice.
Oh, good. That way we both
that way you both get your opportunity to be harassed.
Miko, since you would be you'd be in the middle of your sleep period right now. I'm gonna handle something with you, and then I'm gonna go over Suri. Miko, as you drift off into sleep, you find yourself floating. It's like it's water everywhere. It feels good. Your tail wriggles behind you as you swim along. And then a black wave comes rolling on the horizon. And at first it looks just like a different kind of liquid kind of displacing and moving the water that you might be in. But as you look at it, it seems like it's formed of these almost black humanoid shapes with big vacant white eyes and mouths agape that's just lurching forward in your direction.
You again. Am I like underwater or above water?
You seem to be underwater right now, and above you can see kind of a light and a shape above the water that it seems to be blocking some of the light.
She's going to look back up at the light again and begin heading in that direction, and then she's going to pause momentarily, and then turn back around toward the bottom, like I've gone that way before. Let's go back down this way. And she'll start swimming toward the black things.
Okay. As you start swimming towards them, you can kind of hear like displaced, like somebody screaming underwater. That weird kind of noise of like just muffled and sound isn't quite right. And the black shapes grab you and start pulling you in.
Oh, where are we going?
And there is a long period of blackness. Everything is empty and cold, and something starts to form ahead of you. Something you feel like you should know, something familiar, and that's when you wake up.
She will kind of fade back into consciousness a little bit, and be sitting there motionless for a little while until she kind of shakes her head and look around and see what's there.
Oh, just everybody seems to be sleeping normally right now. It's dark outside. Amelia's looking around very paranoidly.
She'll look over at the Coco and see if anything has changed regarding her hand.
It still seems to be that weird black miasma that's just kind of twirling around her hand. It seems to have a life of its own, almost separate from her.
She's gonna walk away from it for a second and then pause again and get kind of a little bit of a crazy look in her eye and bite it.
Alright, so there is the sound of Coco suddenly screaming in pain. As Miko bites down on Coco's hand.
It's going to be jolting up.
It is a weird tingling sensation though, Miko, as you make impact with the thing with your face. Like you're I'm assuming you have whiskers, right?
No.
You don't have whiskers? Okay. Well, there's like a tingling sensation on your lips and teeth as you impact with this weird kind of black miasma as you bite down, and there is sudden screaming and flailing of this green-skinned chameleon girl.
Oh, sorry, it fell into my mouth.
As she has suddenly got a little bit of blood and pain, and she's very panicked.
What the hell?
Oh, something bad!
All right, I thought I saw another spider.
Amelia would like whipped around with a gun and then just immediately dropped it back to low ready.
You see Miko having bitten. And she's all but climbing onto Zuri at this point for security. Well, because you feel different from everybody else, so tactily she can find you a bit easier, right? So as soon as she finds you, she's just like pretty much like full up on like on Zuri's lap while she's sleeping. Something bad got me.
It's gone now. I chased it away.
Yeah, all gone, she says, eyeing Miko with that, like, I can't fucking believe you look.
Miko's not even looking at her. She's looking at the hand to see if it's bleeding normally. Is it bleeding normally?
It is. She is bleeding a kind of darker colored blood than you would expect.
Just like, hey, can we maybe not like, do a bunch of screaming?
I'm sorry, something scared me. Oh, I don't. What is quiet?
It's where we don't scream. Miko, come on.
What? I wasn't screaming.
Yeah, well, come on. You know what I mean.
She will kind of lick her teeth a little bit and frown again. Go back outside.
It tastes like cocoa. No, literally, it tastes like cocoa.
That's just mean.
Nora's gonna rub her head.
I'm just like, I mean, just like as Miko walks by, just like, I mean, come on, you could do that when we're on the move.
Yeah, it's easier this way.
I just shrug.
How long have I been out, Amelia?
How long has it been?
Sorry, I might have missed that. My headset kicked out right then.
Oh, I was asked how long Lotta's been asleep.
Probably 2 hours.
Like a couple hours.
Alright, I'm grabbing some more then.
Okay.
Keep the dog away from the lizard. She's gonna settle back down, grumpily.
And then just like turn around, just like, not my boss.
Come tell me what to do.
Zuri, you're getting is she a bad thing?
I would like to point out that she said she chased the thing away, and nobody has said Miko bit you. So,
Okay.
is she a hero?
Alright,
Is
if
the
you're gonna
correct
say,
question.
Is the dog a bad thing? Because she doesn't know that you're the dog yet. Is the dog a bad thing?
What dog? What happened?
It's like, Miko bit her for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, you bunch of sellouts.
What do you mean, bench? Only Amelia said that.
Hold on, what?
You just sold me out to the NPC.
I'm just like, just like turning and looking at her hand. I'm like, you're fine. Quit whining.
It burns.
Yeah, probably. Put something on that.
She reaches around blindly, trying to just shove dirt on it. Not
Hold
really
on.
No.
understanding.
Wait. Well,
Hey, here, let me show you a trick. I'm gonna walk over and take her hand and put it over her mouth. Just like if you hold it right there like that. You'll feel better soon. Then I'm just gonna walk back and go back to walk.
She holds her hand up against her mouth, not knowing why.
Lotta, her eyes closed as she desperately wishes she was asleep, is going to sigh visibly, open her eyes, get up. Kid, you got any of that alcohol still?
Like,
She drank like 3 bottles already.
it's like do I have any left?
How hard were you hitting it?
Well, she was still fairly coherent for the past 2 sessions, so.
She has not been able to get drunk though, so she's drinking, and she's been frustrated that she can drink and not get drunk, so she's been drinking more, trying to
I think
compensate.
at this point she was so tired that she just fell asleep before realizing it. So yeah, she's got some left.
Yeah, she probably has like a part of a bottle left.
She's probably like Lotta's probably just like she just reaches down where she's keeping watch and she has half a bottle. She's clearly drinking on watch.
Well, you're on watch, so yeah.
And
I'm sure you've been shown the very basics of how to make sure somebody doesn't get infected, right?
Who, me?
Yep.
Yeah, here. And it's like, I gotta do this. Go over. It's like, here, now let me see. Does anybody have any bandages?
Unfortunately, it takes 3 times as much because she was taught like the spiral style. So any type of sterilization consists of 1 shot for you, 1 shot for them, pouring ones out for one's homies, and then pouring one on the wound.
Okay.
No
So-
bandages.
No bandages. You don't have any of your medical supplies there with your medic.
Okay, so here's the best I can do. This is gonna suck, alright?
What a suck!
this. I'm just like pouring some over her wound.
She actually has no idea of what pain is like in different levels, but she might think this is worse than the dog biting.
Certainly lasts
So she
longer.
does actually make a louder noise of screaming.
I was like, as she starts,
And then
I'm just gonna reach
she
over.
buries her head against Zuri, trying to seek comfort.
Zuri was trying to find something bandage-ish, even if it's just a strip of cloth.
Zuri's
then
dress
she's-
keeps
she's-
getting in
she's-
worse and worse condition.
Yeah, there's basically this dribble of blackish red blood that kind of comes out, and then suddenly there's just like you're just whomped to the ground because she vaguely had an idea where you were, but she had no idea where you were, so she just kind of moved in a surge.
What?
Horrible! Don't like it.
It's like, yeah, this part's not fun.
It's okay. Zuri's like hugging her and patting her back. And
Like,
it's-
don't let her get dirt in that, or I'm gonna have to do it again.
Yes, okay. Find me some bandage, some
Oh, love of.
even if it's just some clean cloth.
You got a knife, kid?
I hand Lada my knives.
I'm just gonna cut the fucking sleeve from my outfit.
It's like,
Probably
yeah, we got
I'm the
clean
cleanest
cloth
here.
all over
Probably
the
the
place.
cleanest person here, right?
Yeah. That isn't naked.
Mhm.
Looking at Miko.
She's got stuff on.
You wear clothing now?
No, she's got the harness for the weapon that she's got. Is
That's
a
not
suit.
clothing.
It counts.
And she somehow has to have that teleporty thing affixed to her.
Yeah, there's actually a fair amount of paraphernalia attached to her between the snapshot and the
my.
little swing.
So
Oh
you're
my.
basically naked wearing a harness.
no,
Cool.
Yeah.
there's like a jumpsuit.
You just said you weren't wearing clothes.
Well, I'm being assaulted by questions here. I can't be bothered to
Yeah.
completely plan out this whole thing.
Right.
My assumption has been that she's wearing one of those like little doggy diapers, so that she's allowed to be in public.
She had a little where is it? Let me find it.
Anyway, I'm bringing the torn cloth. I'm actually gonna kneel down by her and go, "Hey, hold out your hand. I'm not gonna hurt it. I'm gonna just wrap it so it doesn't get dirty, and you won't have to do that again."
The process will hurt.
Okay.
Right, and she's just gonna, wrap the cloth around, tie it off.
Zuri is gonna be like, I'm here. Don't worry. It's gonna be fine.
Keep that out of any dirt, any puddles. Just try and keep it clean, okay?
Okay. How do I know if there's dirt?
Saw that one coming.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen.
She's asking Zuri that because
I'll
she
just
feels
be
like
like-
Zuri's the only one that doesn't get mad at her for asking questions. That's supposed to be.
Pointing at Zuri, your responsibility.
Oh, she's wearing that little job.
Why
Oh,
me?
that's so cute.
Usually the dirt is on the ground, so don't just keep the hand to yourself. Don't rub it against anything, no matter what Miko says.
She sits kind of cross-legged and holds her arms straight up. She just kind of holds that pose.
No, wait, and Zuri will move it so she's like holding her hand against. So Coco is holding that hand against herself, like this.
Oh, okay.
And
Try
Try-
yet again to go to sleep.
yeah, try. Let's try some more sleeping.
All right.
Hey, does that still hurt?
No, I'm alright.
Okay, cool.
She looks like she's kind of like huddled up against Zuri, and she's just kind of like.
Lala's gonna
I don't know
go
if
try
she's
and sleep
supposed to
again.
talk to you, 'cause she's not supposed to talk to horrible people.
I want my D3 wounds back.
Uh, But yeah, but
Listen, you assholes, you don't understand. There's a mechanic at risk here.
Yeah, but I will say again to Miko that did taste like cocoa. Not like, I mean, cocoa is a person and it's cocoa, but I'm saying it did taste like chocolate cocoa.
Oh, well, that's an entirely different result
Yeah.
from the one that I had suspected there.
That's why I realized I should reiterate that, because I was like, yes, she tastes like cocoa. And then I was like, and literally cocoa, but no cocoa.
So, unfortunately, I have not hit my other landmark yet because I don't have reclaimed taste, which I was kind of hoping I would have by now. She feels like she
But that
should
is
be able to get
probably,
more out of this.
She feels like
Hey.
she's thinking about it a little bit. Maybe you need to go lap that alcohol and cocoa off the ground.
Did I get a D3 wounds back?
Yeah, you get your D3 wounds back.
Yay.
I do actually have a question though. So it's just stated as overnight healing. Does this matter if you rest or not?
Yeah,
It just remove D3 wounds per night.
it is intended
Oh,
to be
for each night
rested.
rested. Beyond, yeah.
And then we get all our focus and readiness back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baller.
Okay. Amelia, there's a long period of time that passes as your watch is going, and Zuri, you have a weird dream with a lot of people who all want to play poker with you.
I only got the one.
Okay.
You kind of like come to, and you're sitting around a large table with like 9 other vectors, and they're all being dealed in, and they start pulling out these weird kind of like poker chip things and putting them down, and they go, "You've played this game before, right, Zuri?"
Have I?
No.
Um,
And so the young AS, cog next to you, you saw him playing the driving video game earlier, or he was telling you shooting monsters or whatever next to you. He goes,
Yeah.
"It's really easy. See, what you do is you spend your influence tokens like these, and you just have to beat the strategy part. And if you get all the influence, then you're gonna be in charge of the whole board. It's a lot of fun. You want to play? You should play."
I already am in charge. I don't need to play this.
Oh, you're no fun. Why don't you want to play? We're a family now. We have to share.
Yeah, but you're a family in my body.
They're like, "Oh, I think you'll find this is communal space. You join the community now."
No. You don't just get to decide that my body is communal.
If you're not going to play nice, Suri, we're going to send you to your room.
Oh. All right. Okay. I'll play along for now, but we're gonna need to have a serious talk about this.
Yay! And they all just seem like they're just instantly elated. But there's one face you notice is not at the table.
Let me guess, it's Alexa.
Yeah, it's Alexa. She is not at the table. And as they start to deal you in, your eyes flutter open and you're awake again.
Huh. Okay, that was interesting.
And there is a kind of sputtering noise outside, Amelia, of a vehicle driving up and stopping.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I was gonna say before we get to that, there's one thing I wanted to do, if it's okay.
Okay.
I was gonna step outside to where Miko is.
Okay. Miko's outside.
I'm still like looking around, just like, hey, Miko, are you asleep?
No.
Well, were you?
No.
Okay. I wanted to thank you.
Her eyes narrow, as though either suspicious or just can't see you very well.
Like, for trying to get Stottle.
Oh.
You, I mean, you didn't have to do that, and I know you took a big risk. And,
She looks rather downcast, which is not a terribly common situation for her.
It's just, that meant a lot. And it's okay that we couldn't do it. I just thanks.
Sorry I didn't get him out.
It's like, you tried, I mean.
I wasn't sent up there to try.
Neither was I. I mean, you don't have any reason to put your neck out for me. You did it anyway. And I know I can be a real bitch like all the time. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Sure. I mean, I'm sorry. I'd try it again, but I don't think he's in there anymore.
I hope not.
It's a fairly safe bet.
Yeah, he just kind of like kneels down and wraps her arms around you.
Yeah. Okay. That happened. Yeah, I might be like contaminated with something like foul and yucky from that bite, so you might want to like. Well, I guess you just bandaged your hand. Oh, speaking of which, could I see your hand?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll just show you.
She bites. No, I'm kidding. She'll look it over, and then she again looks disappointed and flops her head down on the ground.
Like, okay.
Hey, how attached are you to staying down here?
What? What do you mean?
She'll get back up again and kind of start walking around in a circle, and it's a deliberate sort of gain. Like it begins like an amble, then it starts to pick up a bit more speed, and the kind of bobbing and weaving starts to happen again. She looks upward. She goes, I was kind of having a good time, going around and stuff. But as we discovered more of these things that the spirals are doing, I'm starting to get a new sort of sense of feelings, like I want to know how they're getting their stuff, and I don't know. I'm kind of offended, which is a little strange because I haven't been so far. It's really specific, but I don't have any particular attachment to any of this stuff, but I do.
Huh.
Anyway, I think I need to put a stop to it. I think I might need to put a violent stop to it. She gets a little kind of predatory looking.
Just shrugs like, well, I mean, violence is all I'm good at, so.
The thing is, if you're going to hit somebody, you don't hit them right at the front gates. Down here, every single person grows up knowing how to wield a gun or punch somebody who doesn't like them. Every single bystander is armed. You just don't do it up there. Up there, he's probably got 16 interns and a jug of water watching porn while they work. If I'm going to take this down, I want to take it up from up top.
With the porn?
Well, I mean, with the porn. But do you even have any of that? Never mind. I'm sure you improvise.
I mean, I don't.
The point is, he might have a security force. He probably has better technology up there. But just the ground level, just walking around, it's a lot less threat. Plus, we'd have technology to help us. I don't know if I can do it by myself.
I mean,
especially not because I look like this.
Well, I mean, like, do you really want me walking around with you up there?
Do you really think I can walk around alone? Wait, don't answer that. You haven't seen anything. I can't walk around alone. I need a face. I need your face. There's a face-off moment there. She touches your face.
And it's like, do I get to keep it?
Oh yeah. No, sorry, that was creepy. You can keep the face.
Like, I don't know. How someone like me is supposed to make it up there? I mean, you need a face, but like,
Well, I mean, how was Aaron?
What?
Uh, the idea is that, somehow there's got to be a way, right? Your chances are
I don't
probably
know.
just as good.
I mean, probably.
You're not being actively hunted on the surface.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Do you have any idea how many IRPF I've killed?
Yeah, it's a common thing. I mean,
how
besides the
how
dead
many?
ones aren't looking for you anymore.
No, it's their buddies I'm worried about, and also the ones that I beat the shit out of that are still alive and very angry about it.
Right. So we kill those first, she says, flippantly dismissing that decision. Then maybe Lada's got a better chance of it too.
I just like shrug. It's like, I mean, if that's an option, like I'm gonna get back in here though.
Yeah, all right. I'll think it over.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Mm.
Seems to be what you're doing all the time, figuring stuff out. I'm just like walk back into the garage.
She's going to tilt her head inquisitively at that as she chews on a can.
I think this used to be cream peas.
Might have been gun grease.
Delicious.
The little cream-filled kind.
Like I said, after a while, a kind of a raggedy noise of a not so great engine comes up the street. You hear the creaks of some brakes as a familiar set of headlights come into view from
I'm going
an old ambulance vehicle.
Yeah, I'm going into like a side alley and like fighting that.
Mm-hmm. And there is the vehicle kind of comes to a stop, and a familiar looking head with the missing kind of horn that he had once had, or whatever you call that bit of vestige that the exonymps have for their little exoskeleton, pokes his head out and says, "Hey, where are you fuckers at?"
There you are. Hey, I got a really important question.
Hey, well, I mean, I'm single and this is sudden, but yeah, sure.
Right. But enough about that. The point is, if you're having a near-death experience and you see a light at the end of the tunnel in one direction, a darkness at the end of the tunnel in the other direction, which direction do you go? Come on.
Dark.
While they're doing that, I'm like sneaking around to the back of the ambulance and like trying to peek in through the windows.
You mean you're opening up the back of the two back doors?
Yeah.
Okay, he can do that.
Are they empty? Is it empty?
It's empty because he took everything out of it and put it in his bag.
I just wanted to make sure he wasn't like Trojan horsing a bunch of dudes to us.
Oh no, it's empty. It's empty. No, it's not like a bunch of dead children back there either. Don't worry. Or is there? Oh no, there's nothing back
Sorry.
there. But he goes. I don't know. The dark. Yeah, dark. Because you go to the dark to flee the bad things that would find you, right? That's what nature tells to do. Just Stefan might be mostly cockroach.
She ponders this wisdom. Oh, did you bring medicine stuff?
I got my bag, and he hefts that up with one of his arms.
There's somebody in there with a hurt hand. Could you go look at it, maybe see what you can do? And if it needs to be amputated, let me know before you do it. No, her hand's fine.
Oh, is it 30?
No, we got a new one.
If it's
There's a
30,
new
I've gotta get a different blade.
You'll be able to tell when you see it, and let me know if it needs amputation.
Okay. Did you want to help?
I just wanted to watch. Go do your doctoring.
Okay.
I'll be over here.
Gets out of the car
Watching.
after turning it off. And he walks by, waves at Amelia, who's at the back of the truck as he goes.
He's like, oh hey, let me have those keys real quick.
You know, he managed to drive it all the way here without wrecking it?
Yeah. I had a guy. He
What
tosses
kind of
the
guy?
keys to Miko.
Miko will like catch the keys and just slowly tilt her head under the thing to see if said guy is still attached to something down there.
There is a bit of a blood stain in the grill.
He did hit a guy.
It does look like he may have sped up.
Death Race 2000.
Bonus points.
Hey,
Did he get the entire line of joggers? That's the big question.
I think the big question is whether or not there's enough of body left to loot.
Stefan will come in, and by this time, Zuri, you're awake, and your charge is awake, and Lada, unfortunately, you are also awake because everybody's moving around now.
Lada's gonna do it.
You got rest, but it's also like one of those rests when you're like.
Oh, I know very well what that kind of rest feels like.
Yeah. It doesn't feel good.
Lala, oh, wow, 1 wound, nice.
That's me too.
Lala is doing that thing where she's keeping her eyes closed, even as she's like groaning angrily and starting to get up.
Well, you see Stefan, the Top Shop doctor that you're familiar with now, kind of comes in. He gives you a sideways look, which is really complicated because he's got like 4 sets of eyes, right?
Yeah.
But they all just kind of look at you, and he goes, "Are you bitten?"
Bitten? What?
Miko said someone need medical attention.
Oh,
Like,
Miko bit the new girl, but come here a sec.
okay, yeah, hi.
Okay, 2 things. 1,
You look like shit.
yeah, I'm pretty fucking badly hurt. I think I might have some busted ribs or something, so if you got anything that can help that. Oh, you probably feel pretty shitty as well then.
Yeah, wait, you look. Did someone drop a building on you?
She like waves her hand a bit. More dropped in a building. Zuri dropped us in a giant container thing. It hurt.
Did she?
I'd like to point out that Zuri
Hey, this is Hush.
constantly trying to kill everyone.
Yeah, there's some weird spin-off story of apparently there are things in her head, but I don't know.
I can operate.
Maybe actually this might be a good idea. You're able to sort out Cog Mind?
Now, when you say swap out.
No, sort out. Sort out as in.
Oh, I thought you said swap for a moment there.
Oh yeah, I can sort them by big ones and by small ones and by red ones and by blue ones. Sort them into different boxes.
Get me into a good facility, I can do it.
That might be our next amen. Second to maybe having something to fix me up. New girl. Miko pulled her out of some weird transcendent portal hole in the ground thing. So she looks factory, but she ain't got no memories. She knew all our names somehow without us telling her. So there's something weird. Just be careful, right?
Can I have her parts?
I'd rather we don't dismember somebody that might just be an innocent person with amnesia.
Okay, but if it's not that.
If it's some fucking monstrosity from another universe or something, yeah, sure, you
and it
can
nearly
have it.
kills us all. Can I have the parts when we're done?
Oh, so I'm the racist one. I see how it is.
Yeah, if it tries to kill us, you can have it.
Yay!
You're not allowed to prompt it to try and kill us, though.
Hey, I didn't prompt Zuri.
Yeah,
Naturally gorgeous.
that you are. So yeah, got anything that
You first? Do you need like an hour of my attention?
No, go check them out first. I'll wait.
Alright, I mean, I don't think Miko bites that hard.
47 minutes later.
Honestly, she's not hurt that bad.
A lot of dies of eternal injuries.
Kind of poke my
Okay,
head.
so
It's
you
like,
take care of you, and he puts a reassuring set of hands on one of your shoulders, like 2 hands go,
Yep.
and he goes, because remember, in this gang, we are all we got. By the way, I've been thinking about great gang names, so I was thinking about the Swatchers.
Sure, I love it.
dude,
Okay, great.
it's like, hey, guys, So we've been here for quite a while, and I'm starting to get pretty antsy. Do we have a destination, a plan to go to? I mean, we're real close to spiral territory, and
I assist it to this medical thing.
Once you've done that,
is this
what
something
I
that
was
can be
figuring
done?
is we run for one of the ways up.
Alright. He's just gonna quietly go over and start tending the new girl who is just like, what the hell is this thing touching me?
So we're gonna
Just
try to go
spiders
up.
are.
Not saying that the IFA probably have those under heavy watch.
Continue to comfort.
Either way, I say we go that way and just keep going. She's just
Okay,
going to point away from spiral territory.
Yeah, that's cool. Is this something that can be done in the back of the ambulance while we're moving?
I mean, I
Well,
would like
he's
to,
our driver.
what?
No. I'm the driver.
Then the chances of
No.
it succeeding in the
No,
back of the
no.
ambulance are very slim.
Stefan would like a nice stable platform to work on Lotta with, because Lotta looks like they've been dropping.
Another hour or two isn't going to kill us. Well, maybe it will, but I don't want to be stabbed in the back of an ambulance by a slipping hand.
Hey!
Hey,
My
you'd
hands
be
are
in the back
very
of an ambulance.
steady.
It would be the ambulance's fault, not yours.
Okay, as long as we know whose fault it is.
In a particular sarcastic tone,
Also, please
Zuri
someone
will
take
say,
Suri's gun.
Actually,
"Well,
no,
you did. I haven't gotten it back yet."
that's a very good point. No weapons for you while Stefan's around.
Yes, fine. No, in a particular sarcastic tone, Zuri will say, one of the other personalities in my head is a pretty good driver.
That's true. Can you bring that out? It's not one of the murdery ones, is it?
Unfortunately, that's the murdery one.
No. Okay. Never mind. And I'm going to sling Suri's rifle over my shoulder.
Alright, well, he looks over Coco's wound and says, well, not really a thing, but he's basically trying to get Lotta to lay down somewhere so he can.
And even though Lola's in pain, she's looking over at Media going, how you doing, kid? You took the tumble as well.
Just shrugs. It's like, I'm fine.
You're fine?
I'm fine.
You sure?
I don't know. I got some bruises. Doesn't matter.
Coughs
Alright.
up water full of blood like All Might. Just
Okay. Please return to me my 5 wounds, Stefan.
I've been bleeding a lot, but it stopped eventually, so it's okay.
Alright, he gets. I'm trying to remember how healing works. He gets an additional wound for each level of difficulty he adds to it, right?
I think it was
I
Difficulty
think
times 2.
Yeah, it's 2 wounds for each level of difficulty.
So it's 2 wounds for each difficulty. Do you really want me to do difficulty?
Do difficulty 2. I'll take 4 wounds.
Yeah, I'll do difficulty 2 because I think he can do that. He's got some readiness and stuff left, so he should be okay. But he would be. I think that's right.
I'm going out to Miko. I'm just like, here, I'll take those. You don't gotta hold them in your mouth.
Mine just exerts difficulty set plus medicine.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, he's okay. Okay, so yeah, you get 4 wounds back.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, I think we mean I get 4 wounds taken away.
That's true.
Oh yeah, taken away.
Yeah.
He clears up 4 of your damagey woundy things.
Yeah.
But he makes you feel much better. You feel a little lack of rare. He kind of looks at his bag a little with misgivings, and he's like, "Anything else before we go? Because Stefan just wants to sleep in the back of the truck."
No, that's it. Okay. Right.
Okay. 'Cause Stefan hasn't slept yet. Stefan gets cranky when Stefan hasn't slept.
You get some sleep. Oh, we've got quite a crowd. Okay. You're going to be sharing the back of the truck, I think.
Oh. He's gonna go try and take up as much space in the back of the truck as he can, which is really not that much because he's mostly vertical and not horizontal.
Lola is
corners though, and
Lola is looking at our various party members, planning like who is trying to kill who might harm one, and frowning a bit. She goes, "Suri, why don't you ride up front with Amelia? I'll stay with Miko and Coco."
Miko was already crawling up on top of the vehicle. I was looking down up there like, what, I gotta get down now?
Do you want to ride on top?
I was thinking about it.
I'm fine with that.
Shouldn't I stay with Coco?
You're not staying in the back with Stefan.
Okay.
It's like, hey, come on.
But you guys be nice to Coco. Pat.
I'll be perfectly nice to her.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Come on, Coconut, into the back.
It's like, come here, Coco. I'm gonna help you sleep.
Coco does need help getting into the back of the truck because cannot.
Can't see. Yeah.
Mhm.
Miko, if you see anything up there, thump, I guess.
You're
You want
gonna need
something
to be
to tie?
more specific.
Bad shoot.
Oh,
Oh no.
okay.
Use your judgment, girl.
Oh no.
Miko, fly!
Oh.
Right, so Lotta will be in the back with Stefan and Coco.
All right. I will point out, Amelia, you have something on top of the car. Well, they're on top of. I'm assuming the back where the ambulance part is. They're probably not on top of the cab, right?
It's on the flat portion. Also, I have adhesive pads. I'm pretty much my own seat pad.
Okay.
Seatbelt.
Well, I'm just saying that it's like keep in mind for high speed
Hey,
travel, right?
I'm not planning on going high speed. I'm planning on driving real cash.
Super casual.
But
No
we say about
headlights.
no roll speed.
In that case, worry more about like low bridges and stuff.
As you guys you kind of come out and start like settling up to get in the car, you hear a kind of a distant explosion, and there is a burst of light. It looks like it's probably about 10 to 20 miles out, and you can kind of see the backs of several buildings suddenly lit up as they start getting engulfed in flame.
Miko will thump as directed.
yeah, I see. I'm not inside yet. Is that towards? Is that in spiral territory or the other way?
It is in spiral territory that is going up. And
Okay,
then
we're going
there's
away from
another
that, that's fine.
Explosion, and this one's in Seraph territory that goes up.
Like, okay, that's Seraph, the one that just happened.
Yeah,
oh,
we definitely want to go as far away from here as possible.
Okay.
Uh,
I wanna. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
hop in and start
Yeah.
driving.
Where are we actually going?
Away.
I'm gonna drive like a block and then stop and just like hold on. And I'm gonna go to the back and open the door, just like. Do you guys? I mean, I was about to do a thing.
Okay, what was that thing?
Would you guys get mad if I drove to Reclaimer territory to see if there's anybody left?
Lola actually looks a little sad at that. Like, oh, sweetie, don't do this to yourself. But she shakes her head. No, I wouldn't be mad.
Hey, did Stottle have a way up from there?
Stottle had connections, remember? Because at one point he was going to try to arrange for you guys to go up. but
She
never
was
really
asking
did that.
if Amelia knew of any.
Like, I mean, I don't know. Right off. I mean, if his place hasn't been raided, I don't know. Maybe he's got some kind of clue to his connection.
Probably worth looking at, I guess. Or we could just watch the Seraphs. They're probably going to flee to the easiest place to get out.
Well, I'm sure we can probably see some places simply because there'll probably be towering things connecting to the surface, right?
Yeah, there are ways up. It's just
not having ID and shit once you're there.
An ID or anything. That's the only thing that's stopping you guys. I mean, because you have people in the party who had to come down.
Question.
Yes.
If you've been disconnected from your ledger for like 10 years and you suddenly reappear, what happens?
They start investigating you.
Cool. Okay.
Asking where you've been, kind of thing.
They put a big ass Y on you.
Mhm.
She'll. I figured most of the obvious exit points would be watched right now if their goal was to try to keep people from fleeing. If they're like slash and burning prices right now.
Yeah, that was what I said earlier. The IRPF are probably watching there, or the other corp.
Yeah, I just wanted to I just figured maybe I should ask first. See if
Well,
warn you guys that I'm doing a thing.
I've got no objections, but
Okay.
thanks for asking. That's very mature. Well done.
Stefan kind of twitches in his sleep and then, fuck you!
he thinks so as well.
Like
I
Amelia's
think that
face
means yes.
Like Amelia's face twitches, like she's gonna smile at that, and then she just kind of scowls and goes back to the front.
Do you go back in? So you're driving towards the reclaimer territory?
Yeah,
This
taking a
means you'll
good,
be turning
nice,
back
safe
towards
long-
fires briefly.
I mean, they're far away.
Yeah, but you guys are actually really far into spiral territory too. So you get within probably a mile or two of a large amount of this base fires, and you guys can see lights from vehicles that are clearly hovering around, and occasionally there's more explosions and more fires as they're clearly slashing and burning the territory.
Headlights are off, by the way.
Yeah, I figured.
That's like, I just want to be clear about that.
Okay, so the headlights are off as you continue driving forward into the blackest of night area. There is no one on the streets. The radios are actually completely dead silent. There is no one calling out. There's no one answering. There is actually kind of a weird noise when you try to use the radio. And actually, probably Miko and Zuri, this is driving you a little nuts because it's on every frequency.
Can I try to figure out what it is for being
Sure, give me
jammed?
a logic. I'll say a logic. Difficulty 1, we'll say.
Okay.
So yeah, logic difficulty 1 if you want to participate, Zuri.
Okay.
What is my? There it is.
Mind logic, I presume.
Yeah, my
Yes,
exert.
you would presume.
And my logic is a 1. Bing. Nope.
You've never felt this before.
This song sucks.
A new mystery.
Uh-huh.
10, and I would succeed on a 10. Of course.
Haha! Would you like either of you like to try again? Or are
Nah.
you guys happy with this? Alright, you have no idea what this is, but it is the exact same kind of weird droning noise on every channel.
Miko's going to assume that there is something peculiar going on just because that's not right. But
Yes, it's probably something very
It seems like a deliberate action by somebody, however they're doing it.
Mhm.
Some sort of jamming or interference.
Yeah, and any attempts to like use your radios currently, like having Miko talk on its frequency and you guys tuning in, all you're getting is the drone. So it does seem to be canceling it out. So you could probably postulate that as you're going. It takes probably about 6 hours of driving because you guys are really far up to get
I wanna-
back into reclaimer territory.
I want to caution you guys against using that equipment because your head's gonna get all sticky.
Ha! Jam.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
Wait, I think that was time for the other thing that we do now. But
Oh.
alright, you guys soon get to reclaimer territory. It looks a bit messed up.
Yeah, now, it did look messed up before. Are we talking about additionally messed up? Or?
It does look additionally messed up, like some of the buildings that were boarded up, the boards are now down. And things like that. It does look like somebody has violated several of the buildings around here, probably with a hacksaw or, an axe. But you are able to get to the main reclaimer base that you guys remembered.
Didn't
I
you
don't-
send people to safe houses? You wouldn't send them back here, did you?
I was gonna go to
Hello?
Hello? Oh no.
And then
Oh.
they were gone. We'll never know what they meant.
Hello.
There.
Hello.
There we go. Okay. Sorry, I had to. I have to go do a thing, so I had to disconnect from my Wi-Fi. I was going to go to the main reclaimer base and look around to see if there's anything left in there, because I know that's like Stottle had his housing there.
Yeah, he did have a lot of people there before everything went wrong, and they might not have had a chance to move everything out. And the kids that were left on duty weren't exactly the brightest bulbs in the pack, so there is that. You guys gonna do some searches in there? Because it is a vacant building. There's nobody in it.
Yep. I'll hop out and look around.
Sure.
We'll stop moving. In that case, Lotta will first wake up Stefan. It's been about 6 hours. Hey,
Stefan will wake up.
watch the fan. Watch the girl.
Okay.
Don't
Oh!
do anything to the girl.
Oh.
Just be your charming self. She's gonna hop out.
So! Yeah, that's good. That's safe. Okay, so yeah, you guys hop out and you can do body perceive rolls to do some investigating. I believe that is
What
you do.
difficulty?
I would say probably difficulty 3 because you're trying to find stuff that Subtle tried to hide.
I'm pretty good at this.
Can somebody make that roll for me? I am not currently at my computer.
I shall do that. What is your body perceive and body expert stat?
My body of perceive is 2, and my body stat is 3.
Okay, and that's for Amelia. Amelia fails.
Right,
Pretty
Amelia
badly,
gets-
in fact. God, Amelia.
Wow. That's not even worth doing some rolls on. Wow.
I have no way
She's
to
overcome by emotion at seeing her
Yeah,
old.
basically you come in and you see like the little like crudely done like charcoal drawings of the little seal boy had done of Amelia as his best friend.
Aww.
And me and Dad and Amelia and all this stuff, and got all emotional about it. But no, gonna suck that tear back in.
Don't worry,
And
me and
Zuri's
Miko
like
are
sitting there
pro.
looking between the things, going, "Is this gonna be it? Is there gonna be emotion?" And it's like TV for Zuri, so Zuri's caught up into it. Lotta and Miko, meanwhile, go plowing back into Stottle's own room, and they start going through his desk, and they find a little metal container in his desk that has candies in it. And while going through it, they realize one of the candies isn't a candy. It is, in fact, some sort of weird little push button.
Did
And
we
then when
discover
you
this
hit
because Miko tries to eat it?
Probably.
I can waste the
And,
candy.
and
Everything I ever wanted.
as you push the button, a little thing kind of jerks on the wall, and there's a secret compartment that opens.
Well,
And
ain't that
inside
fancy
there is a
pants?
bunch of paperwork, and it looks like a toggle, and a whole pile of credit.
Miko, upon pushing the button, is going to look over at this little pop-out that just came out and said, "Oh, that's really lucky, because this would have been an ideal location to hide like a self-destruct device.
Well, don't eat any of the others.
Or like poison knockout gas. Really, anything could have happened when we pressed this. We could have died."
Well, that's why you don't take candy from dead strangers.
Hang on, is there another one? She's going to look under the desk.
Open up the nook, hoping that Miko doesn't kill us both.
There is candy under the desk.
Does any of it have buttons?
You will be checking that out. Nope, they seem to be just lemon and lime flavored candies. Nope.
So the creds, in what form are these?
They're on sticks. Seem to be just vaguely random amounts of credits on sticks.
Okay.
They're all different logos, at different ages. It looks like he has been accruing them over time. There is a crude depiction of Aaron as a baby in the back of the vault on what appears to be a pad on very low battery, and it has missing child on it. There is a lot of paperwork in there. It's actually on paper.
Wow.
And
Wow.
there is the name of Lenny, and there is a toggle.
Hey, Miko. You a quick reader? Swallow.
All right. Unfortunately, that candy solidifies all the liquid in your body. No.
This was also a mistake.
You a quick reader?
I think.
She's gonna hand down the paperwork. Wait, hang on. No hands. Take a look at this, and she's gonna hand over the toggle instead. I'll look for the paperwork.
Do we have anything that can view the toggle? Did it have like a case or anything?
There is a toggle case as well.
Okay.
It's seemingly being kept separate.
Miko will commence looking over the document carefully. She will stare at it intently. She will then swipe
Okay.
it back and forth.
The documentation seems to be information for setting up a fake ID, and it has basically it's a large questionnaire of what do you want your new identity to be like.
It will
there's
take her
several
about
copies of it. And then there is a little kind of like guide for more impressive things cost more money.
She will kind of shove it around a little bit, and then pick it up and down, and kind of walk around it in circles.
Yeah, you doing okay there?
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Do you need some help?
maybe. You know what? I'm gonna look through more boxes.
Okay, Lola will instead take over that part and check the documentation.
There's a lot
and
of documentation here for setting up fake IDs,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
information for that. It's basically quotes and things like that to Stottle.
so Lola is figuring this is documentation to guide how to do it, so that they can send the information through this toggle probably to whoever will arrange it and pay with these cred sticks.
Yes, that would be appropriate.
Yes. Guys, think we got a way, out, if we can get out. Where the hell are the other two? Wait, where's Miko?
She pops up from behind a box. I didn't find any more candy.
She has a mouthful of candy.
Alright, well,
Was
we got
the
some-
toggle useful?
I'm pretty sure this will get us in contact with whoever can sort out fake IDs.
Oh man, that's really useful.
Yeah, she's also sweeping the cred sticks into her little backpack.
Were those useful?
Money's always useful.
Oh, that's really
Don't know the
useful.
exact amounts yet. We're gonna have to check them, but
Gee, it might be related to the amount of money that people have in their hobo
yeah,
box right
yeah.
She frowns a little bit, and goes back over to the toggle thing and kind of sits down in front of it. Goes, I used to be able to read. I used to do a lot of reading.
Huh, is that the difficulty you're having? You couldn't read it?
Oh, I can. I can't see it.
See it.
I have trouble seeing things when I'm not moving.
It's probably tricky with text.
Yeah. It's a really weird design.
Yeah, whoever made you, wacko. She's gonna start heading out.
Miko's secretly upset about that. Miko made Miko.
Why did I? It's like I'm only one half of the equation.
You just have to find a thing that looks just like you, but is incredibly serious.
Stays very still because they can't see unless they're staying still.
Sorry, Amelia, where the hell are you?
I think
What?
Amelia. Sorry, go ahead.
No, we're here. We're here. What's wrong?
Right, final jackpot. Way out.
Oh, awesome.
However, I'd feel more comfortable us looking at it if we get a little further away. You know, from the encroaching explosions.
That sounds like a good idea.
Which actually, a lot of this side of the Undercity is going up in fire.
Yeah.
This seems
It
pretty
does seem-
extravagant.
It is actually like very.
This is basically apocalyptic on the scale of
Yeah.
down here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very apocalyptic right now. And you guys are basically behind the crowds of surging people, so you're not seeing people because everybody else is doing GTFO right now.
2012 HSD Underground Edition.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start driving while the road crumbles behind us.
Yeah, basically.
I got Amelia is in Stottle's room, sitting on his bed, just like hugging one of his shirts that was laying around.
It still smells like him. Like
Oh, that. Mako will go on there to get her. Hey, didn't you send them to safe houses? Like, this isn't the safe house, right?
Like, no, this ain't the safe house.
Well, shouldn't we go there next if we're trying to find them?
I don't know where they all are.
Well, do you know where any of them are?
I got some ideas. I mean, they actually kind of made sure that I didn't really have a real good idea where they are, because, where I am is a good place to get caught by spirals. And
also might betray them. There's always a fear of the kids.
and they didn't want me, if the spirals ask hard enough, you answer. So.
Well, I mean, it's not a very safe house if nobody knows how to get to it.
Well, I mean, they did, but,
I guess we can either go check or kind of count them.
I mean,
running
I
on
got
their
some
own.
ideas. We're gonna do that. That's okay. I guess we're going.
Yeah, I think Lada found some fake IDs or something.
All right, cool.
So, do you want to come or?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay.
Like, gets up and like shoves the shirt in your bag.
Because I can find you a new shirt.
It's like, just let's leave that alone.
All right.
All right. Okay, so. Yeah. All right. So what do we got? I'm just gonna follow Miko back.
Now you found her.
Yeah, she was looking for shirts.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm sure that's what it was.
Embarrassed looking.
The smell sadly over Amelia. I'll be riding up front with you. We've got some stuff to talk about.
Okay.
Right. She's going to poke her head in the back of the ambulance. Stefan.
What? She said this was okay, and he's got what's her name, kind of strapped down to the gurney, and he's got a lot of beep boops going on the little vitals monitors and stuff like that, and he goes, "I'm just taking her temperature."
Does Coco look particularly distressed?
No more than usual.
Okay, Lauren will stare for a moment before just looking back up at Stefan. Okay. Suri's going to be riding in the back with you. If she tries anything, feel free to, clapping motion.
I
Gee, thanks.
don't have a lot of upper body strength.
She can ride up top with me.
I'm a licker, not a biter. I'm a biter, not a hitter.
She can ride up top with you. I don't think she can be as secure as you.
Oh, I've seen her drive up
Can she?
windows.
Actually, I could, but have to be standing the whole time.
That sounds amazing, admittedly, but
Well, just take her guns, and
I've already got a gun.
Take the other one. She's got a pistol.
What
it's
if what if we tie Zuri down and I put Zuri on the gurney?
Just like, yeah, we gave
Yeah,
you
sure.
arrows.
Fuck it.
Yeah, we gave you a pistol in case, something went wrong in the spiral raid.
In case one of
Amelia
us
just,
took
like-
your other gun.
Like Amelia just in case spirals were gonna take you, and Amelia just
Also, Stefan does have Aaron's pistol.
a handgun, like to her head, and just kind of like goes.
Yeah, Stefan's gonna offer the pistol that he has. It's got sentimental value, though.
No, you're keeping that. You're keeping it for your defense.
Oh.
Like,
Oh.
the idea is nothing's gonna happen. Everybody's gonna be cool.
Stefan's very cool.
Lotta,
Yeah.
you probably want these grenades too, just in case.
Good lord.
Oh, I
Where do you
forgot
keep
she had
these?
grenades.
They're just
Like
repulsor grenades.
Just repulsors in an
Stefan is
ambulance.
repulsed that she had grenades.
Okay, Lola's. You know what? Hold still. Look, just relax, and she's gonna start doing a pat check.
Zuri had a knife.
Since when?
You weren't there for that.
Oh.
Taking that,
The scalpel.
eyeing her.
You know, this might actually be a good sign. Technically, she didn't need to be in the same cab with him to use the grenade.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a seriously shocked reaction from Zuri. That's not
Do me a
pulls
favor,
on
Suri.
the
Like, I don't know
Yes.
if it helps any, but don't look at Stefan while you're in the back.
That's gonna make it
sorry.
harder to aim this knife.
Stefan
Right.
just wonders if he can ride in the front.
Actually, could 3 people sit side by side in front?
It would be really tight, but you could probably do it as long as one of them isn't.
But this is
Minko.
supposed to be a secret talk anyway, so no.
Stefan can ride up top with me.
Stefan doesn't hold on to moving vehicles very well.
Okay, we're all
Or
grown
Stefan
ups.
would
Well,
totally hang out on top with Miko.
we're all grown ups.
Maybe
We
if
all can
Miko's
handle
on
our
top of
responsibility.
Stefan
Oh dear.
and hold Stefan down.
I don't know if that's gonna help his overall security.
Yeah.
Lana looks very distressed at the mental imagery going through her mind.
You have all the weapons I have that I know of, okay?
Yeah, did I find a
What
weapon?
I
So I need to
know
make
of
a
is the
check.
part you always need
Yeah,
to worry
this is-
about.
Should I actually make a check for this, or?
Yeah,
or
you'll
did I
need to
get
make a
this?
check for this.
All right, what is this?
This would be a body perceive. We'll say difficulty 1.
Okay.
This is where we find out that one of our personalities is an improvised weapon specialist.
How did you know?
I could guess, Sam.
Players.
Okay, I
can
find
tell
everything.
DM trick.
Maybe.
All right, so you found the one thing that was hidden like very badly. You found the scalpel because it had to be hidden in a way to kind of not do a thing. There is apparently like a broken piece of metal that has been sharpened off. That was somehow kind of wedged into a little like bit of her dress and is kind of holding in there, but it's definitely sharpened.
Good lord.
And there's also another
Zuri,
grenade.
A shiv. Really?
What kind of grenade?
This one's a hot spot.
I'm just giving her that angry alarmed look as I'm holding it up in front of her face.
Do I see this?
That would
Yeah,
seem to
probably.
me as well.
I'm immediately checking all my hotspots.
Yeah, they're all there.
I'm like, oh, okay.
There is also blood on the shiv.
I have no idea where that's coming from.
I'm just like, do I notice the blood? It's like, who
Yeah,
did you
it's like,
stab?
it's shown. And there's obviously some blood on that shiv.
It's like, who did you shiv?
I have no idea.
Tell you they had a grenade.
Okay, yeah, Stefan, keep your pistol on hand. Holler if you need help. Get in the fan, sorry. And Lola's just gonna head up front.
As the door closes, Stefan's like, help!
As Lotta's walking away, Miko's just gonna offer to go, you sure you want to leave him with the pistol? She was able to stab a guy with a shiv and take his grenade.
She's standing still, eyes closed. Fuck it. Sorry, Amelia. We'll have to have this talk later. Zuri, get in the fucking front.
Like,
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm sorry.
Why can't Miko just ride in the back to make sure I save?
Are you kidding? She's got grenades.
Miko has had enough grenades.
I was climbing into the back.
Can Stefan ride in the front?
Yeah, sure, if you want.
Can Stefan ride in the front with Lada and Amelia? Stefan wants to be a valuable member of the gang.
Lada's giving Amelia a questioning look.
Just like, I don't care.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, fine.
Yeah! Front seat.
Take care of Coco. Nicely, not in a murdery way, whoever's in there. And
What?
she's going...
It's just me.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
And the text rolls by for Zuri and me and me and me.
I'm
You
just
shut
like,
up in there.
I'm just like, look, I think Coco's okay. Coco hasn't done any absolutely horrible things to piss off the little ladies in her head.
Stefan's
so.
going to leave Coco strapped in as he trips the front seat. He's sure this is fine.
Alright, middle
Fine, she can't
or
see anyway.
middle or cab side, Stefan.
I want side. I'm gonna.
Okay,
I
Lada
just
will
wanna-
squeeze
I'm
into the
just
middle.
Stefan wants to listen to music while you drive. Okay.
Okay.
It's like, hold on, I'm
Oh,
gonna go
God.
to my I'm
Hang
gonna
on.
run to my room and see if that's been looted, and if not, I'll just grab like some of whatever the equivalent of my mixtapes are.
Unfortunately, they have burned.
Mixtapes?
Whatever the equivalent is.
Well, see, I don't know how often you had access. Well, yeah, you've got something. It's it's like the Kids Rock 1990s edition kind of stuff that you have. It plays on one of those like those stop mans, for kids that have everything around.
And just like one recording of her band
It's
that she was in.
it's
all recorded live on a tablet.
Kids Bop 6000 featuring such child-friendly hits as Vagina Mine and Russian Roulette.
Yeah. But Stefan is taking apparently a tiny little set of headphones that he is trying to loop. He loops it really practically over one side of his head because he's got something that it could hang on, and the other side where he doesn't have the horn anymore, he's struggling.
As Zuri sees the stop, she says, "Oh wow! I thought they stopped making those 15 years ago."
It's like, I thought that was brand new.
I want to know who's still making wired headphones. We don't have those
Well,
now.
you see, the wires don't actually. They're not wires. They're just string to stop you from
Yeah,
losing.
that's
From losing the headphones,
From falling
yeah.
off. They're supposed to loop over your ears because they're for anthros, right? And he's sitting there having this struggle because he doesn't have it on one side anymore, and he takes out his medical bag and gets something that kind of like
He uses gauze to like tie it to.
in there. And then he cranks it up really loud, and he's clearly listening to some sort of like really exuberant musicals,
So it's
like not like
really,
really like Gallivant kind of crap,
I was gonna say, just like from what we were talking about earlier, he's listening to like a really upbeat, boppy version of "Smell Yo Dick."
Yeah, probably.
One more thing before we start.
Hmm?
Zuri has a question for Stefan, actually.
Stefan will only answer you in one way. What?
About Coco. Anything unusual about her vitals?
I need to talk to my co-physician about that at some point, but I'm pretty sure it's okay that she doesn't have most of the organs that she doesn't have. But, she's not really viable for a lot of things, but it'll be fine.
She seems to be getting by just fine. It was like getting.
I mean, most people don't need a heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Don't ask how the blood pumps, but, it's doing it.
We're not going to question the scene.
Zuri will just accept that for now and get in the back of the van.
She's alive and healthy, and I don't know why, okay?
Okay.
By the way, Miko, I have notes later.
Well, can you dictate them? I've made some discoveries.
Oh? What is it?
Nothing. Just can't read as well as
Oh. I don't have any way to write, so can I just tell you?
Oh no! Would prescription glasses for Miko be those like auto-stabilizing things? So her head pops around, but they stay focused.
Oh no! Oh, I want this.
Oh, poor baby.
Drive.
Yeah, drive. Okay, so you take off driving. It takes you about within the hour you can get to the first site that you would have expected the kids to run to from what you knew, and it looks like somebody was there at some point, but whoever was there has left.
Does it look like any signs of fighting?
It's hard
Or
to say with
looting?
kids.
I mean, does it
pretty
look
much
like
children
fire
can
rolls,
destroy
right?
an entire place by existing.
That's true. That's true. I meant like bullet holes.
There's no bullet holes, but I mean, there is possibly signs of roughhousing and things like that.
That's
But,
cool. That
so.
they should be doing that.
Yeah.
Getting used to it.
It does look like whoever left here did take all the food.
Cool. I'll check all the places that I have an idea of. Just try to.
It all kind of comes up empty. It looks like, on some of the places it looks like maybe the boards were pulled down, but it's hard to say at what point that happened. And, but there's no sign of struggle, no sign of shooting, no blood. There is the old IRPF what's the comfort creature plushie left behind in one of the places that some of the kids had those and would pack them around.
I'll stuff it in my bag.
And it as you push it into your bag, it lets out the audible, "You're a valued person. We love you."
Put it back.
Adorable.
During the entire drive around from place to place, Lotta is going to be recounting to Amelia basically her file.
Following the law is the best. I see.
She's going to be
Amelia
doing
was
it.
just like stone faced the whole time.
Yeah, Lotta's doing it very matter of fact, like trying not to be judgmental while doing it, but her tone gets noticeably harsher during the reading about the officer and Amelia's mother.
Mm-hmm.
And she just does end it with like a sidelong glance and so you passed your test, so why aren't you with the Spirals, kid?
Stefan, meanwhile, is completely zoned out listening to
Yep.
his music, and it's not like anything he doesn't know anyway.
Yeah.
He's just kind of head bobbing along, got his head out the window. Woo!
I don't know how long I've been muted.
Hi,
10 of us.
Yeah,
Tenevers.
some time
like-
at this point.
You were on the roof of the building saying that you couldn't read, and he said we joked about you having glasses stabilized, and I heard you laugh about that, and that's about where you cut off, I think.
All right, I don't think it's too terrible.
Okay.
Because I didn't pass.
No, you passed with flying colours.
This is when Amelia realized she could be living it
They-
high right now.
They were impressed with your creativity in dealing with a problem that you clearly didn't want to confront.
they loved me? Fuck these guys, I'm going back!
It's like they
In fact, they were noting that you should probably have some R&R after that.
I wasn't gonna stay with them after they did that. Why would
Weren't
they
ya?
think I would? Is
I mean, can you say, unless you say that, if you'd known you'd passed, would you have still gone?
I don't know. I don't know.
Damn it, Lana, don't get us in another car wreck.
Ah, there's something to keep you up at night.
Difficulty 1 driving
You
test.
should-
Alright.
You should really dwell on this really hard while we're driving.
Don't make a big
I
deal about
thought-
it, guys. Don't make a big deal of oh no, DM!
It's like I begged them to let her go.
But
They
you
were
still
gonna-
went through a vet.
They were gonna do it anyway, and I wasn't gonna let them do it to her alive.
She just nods. It might be a nod of yeah, I agree, or it might be a nod of yeah, whatever keeps you helps you sleep at night. But
It's like I didn't want her to feel it.
no, there's that at least.
Amelia's
The
just got
car
like tears
hits
running
a
down
bump
her
in the
cheeks
road.
now. Do what?
The car briefly hits a bump in the road as tears, go over your eyes. Or down your face, as it were, because tears always come out of the eyeballs
Yes.
through the tear ducts.
I've heard that the humans possess the tear drugs.
The teardrops.
They fall out of the eyes.
Yes.
Like I don't even really remember cutting her.
Yeah, wouldn't
Like,
be.
later I kind of remember just holding a piece and thinking, oh, this is all we are then.
Oh, mine's got a good way of shutting down during moments like that.
'Cause they weren't gonna let her go, and I wasn't gonna let them do that to her.
Yeah, I kind of get it.
I don't want to be with them anymore.
I don't think you got to worry about that. She says, glancing back at. Can't actually see back, but she's glancing back towards where all the burning explosions are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they won't take me back now anyway, so.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any spirals to go back to. Don't worry about it.
It's like, whatever. Thank you.
Yeah. Figure it's best you know.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street lights, vectors.
Nada's going to elbow Stefan briefly.
Oh, sorry. I'm singing too loud.
A tad. Just there's no way to actually make it right, kid?
Yeah.
But you can try and shift the balance of what you've done, right? Make it better for others.
Can I?
Well, you'll never succeed, but
As long as you don't expect forgiveness for yourself, yeah, you can make the world better for others.
I guess.
Stefan will take off his earpieces briefly and offer him over. You need to feel good.
Just like, yep. Just like pulling a bottle out of her boot.
How? What?
She's just like, draining the whole bottle.
I just imagine this great big thick bottle.
I just imagine like a Jack Daniels bottle.
There's just several
was
parts of
thinking,
this
like, one of those-
operation that are difficult to comprehend. For one, you're using your foot.
Yeah.
I was thinking one of those like.
Alright, I need a pilot check now.
I was thinking one of those like,
Difficulty
like short, flat bottles.
A hip flask, you mean?
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
I mean, that wasn't.
Well, that answers
was.
one part of the equation.
The other part is, why are you keeping your hip flask in your boot, not your hip?
No,
That's
the
where the
more important
grenades
part
go.
is hands on the wheels, staring at the road, not leaning down.
Which is why I'm saying pilot check.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
One. Difficulty 1.
Let's see. That's 2 over. So that's
2d10.
Oh, come on.
Well,
Oh.
Hold
Yeah,
no,
maybe-
hold
I'm
on,
not.
Miko.
I've got so much focus. This isn't happening.
Okay.
Rerolling both?
Rerolling both.
Hold on. Also, that is not a 5. It's a. Where's pilot?
It's not going to be that much higher, though, so...
That's a 7.
Yeah.
This is a 7, so okay, reroll those.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's better.
That's a 12.
Plus, yeah, it's a 12. Okay. There's a brief moment where the wheel gets turned a bit, and there's almost a brief, but then Amelia's focus snaps to attention, and she rights the wheel. And Stefan looks a little downcast because he was genuinely trying to offer something to help, and he looks over to Lana and offers it.
Lola will actually take one of them and, really put it over in here.
Alright, he'll put the other one over anyway. It's a lot of feel-good music. It's definitely like, and in fact, you can see in the little like window for the mixtape that it's the feels good man.
Yeah.
He just kind of says, we all do shit things, and we gotta learn to live with it.
Sometimes there are days when I don't get to cut anyone up.
Surviving sucks.
Most people down here ain't down here because they're good people.
Yeah, some of them are Stefan.
Don't worry, kid, you're in good company. And really? Corona 5, Stefan? You got shit taste.
Don't judge.
Stefan's entire mixtape.
Stefan had a phase.
Stefan's entire mixtape is Crush 40 songs from Sonic Adventure. It's just like the entire...
I'm sorry, I said shit taste, not amazing.
There's like a mixtape, but the whole tape is just "Steal My Sunshine" by Lynn.
Yeah, but it goes on like that, and then you guys are going to one last place, right?
I think we hit the last spot that...
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Where were
I
you
think
guys
about-
driving to at this point then?
probably
away
wherever...
from explosion.
Yeah, wherever
Where
we
it's
can
not-
take advantage of this here identity drop-off thingy.
You know the area that's not on fire.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically, until
You
we
guys are
feel
going-
somewhat safe.
You guys are going to the nearest elevator platform that you can find.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That
Not
seems like
directly to it because it might be guarded, but
this-
Yeah, but you're going to the nearby the nearest one you can find. And by now you guys have been driving for the better part of a day. It would be getting towards rest time because you guys have been just cooped up all day driving. But you guys can pull up in a neighborhood nearby one of the elevator platforms, which you can still see very plainly because their lights are the only lights that are on. All the lights from Spiral Town are gone.
Are we in spiral territory?
No.
Do I know
You're,
what game?
you're way out. You're way outside of your normal range. You're actually past the Ninja-Bread men at this point.
dear lord.
You actually haven't been this close to an elevator, in the southern districts.
Yeah, in fact, I think your usual maps for gang territories just has this one marked as dragons, the dragon gang. Here we
Yeah,
dragons.
it's probably like dragons or fruit flies or something.
Warriors.
Thing.
Yeah, here be fruit flies doesn't really have the same risk.
Yeah.
As long as we stay away from the jets and the sharks, we're gonna be alright.
It's the red Dargans.
Nah.
Dargans. But yeah, there's this is kind of a territory I don't think you or Lotta probably have ever been into because it's so far south. You guys were kind of more up in the north end, but you're way out there. In the distance, you can see fire, but you don't see any of the electric lighting anywhere out. It seems like all that has been diffused, and there is just a growing red ember on the horizon that seems to be heading south.
Jeez.
Just like when we stop, Amelia's just like leaning over the wheel. Just like, you know, I know I'm not good and I'm never gonna be, but I don't want to be like this. Does that count for something?
Yeah, that counts for a lot.
Not to
Keep that in
them,
mind.
though.
Alright, well, that's something, I guess.
Steph is getting out, and he's doing that thing where he like cracks every single joint. Nico, you catch any bugs?
Miko's just on top of the truck sobbing, her face coated in dead bugs.
I didn't know there'd be so many.
How boring that is for Miko, because basically they've been stuck on top with no radio to talk to anybody.
Guys, can we stop soon? Guys!
Just like tries to yell for help and just
Tries to yell for help, bugs in mouth.
how are there so many insects down there?
What are they even surviving on?
You just stop and see this like freaking like dog bath shakes off all the bugs.
Oh.
She's gonna to lean over toward Amelia as she gets out and says, "You remember when we picked up those the Agiforms and I said that, you know, this was important stuff that somebody very angry might want to get back?"
Just like really slowly looking up at you, just like, yeah.
And she nods toward the distant horizon.
Oh. We shouldn't be down here, should we?
I don't think it's the Agiforms they're upset about. I mean, if this is the efforts of JD, then he's probably trying to consolidate his assets at this point. But yeah, he's got quite a few.
Hey, Miko.
Huh? What?
Assuming that he bought those AG form things, you know, legally and didn't steal them or anything, could they be traced back to him?
Oh, probably. I mean, we already know what company he's working through, right? Because we already found that stuff that said they were from the company name.
Yeah, but us knowing it doesn't do much good. We have to kind of prove it.
Well, no, I wasn't gonna
prove
try.
it to.
Yeah, I wasn't looking to go through any kind of particular like legal entity. I just kind of wanted to sync it. But I'm sort of rethinking. See, originally I thought maybe we should go up because that would be the easier way to get it on the ground level. Not every single person in any particular research and development application is ready to kill the people next to them. But since he's gone through all the effort of clearing this place out, maybe if we just wait it out. I don't know. It's probably worth looking at.
I was just planning on going up to get a bit of a breather, get some better supplies, and then come back down here and get him.
I guess it would help to find out where he is first.
Yeah, that's assuming he is down here at all.
Just like, yeah, I want him real bad.
Well,
That's
yeah,
it.
there's the way up.
Running, not regrouping, right? Yeah. And she's gonna pull the instructions back out. Right.
Yep, there's you'll need to have everybody come up with fake names and fake background.
She's just gonna sit down with everybody and read through the pertinent parts so that they understand. Go through it twice. Looks like she might go through it a third time, looking uncertainly at the group. You're fidgety head bobby. That means you're paying attention, right, Miko?
Yeah. What? Hey, you know, Miko already is a fake name.
Okay, let's go over this again.
You're gonna need another fake name.
Well,
Even fake.
they wouldn't know. It's not like she used it up there. She didn't introduce herself to anybody.
I mean, are they gonna know anything about me?
Were you born down here, kid?
Yeah.
They ain't gonna know shit about you.
They're gonna know I don't belong.
I'm pretty tough to disguise regardless.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to
My
pass.
name's Stefan.
Right, so we're gonna have to pass this off as 2 blips.
Can we use the body bag trick? Nah, they'll probably search that. Oh,
No,
can we use the exploding car trick?
No. The trick. This isn't just to get past people. We need to exist up there.
Oh, I was gonna kind of wing that part.
You can't walk down the street. No.
I wasn't gonna do much of that either. Actually, I don't really know what I'm gonna do up there.
Miko doesn't walk, she struts.
I would.
Stefan's watch.
She actually looks fairly uncertain for the first time, and since you've basically seen her, a lot of the pizzazz is gone. The lights are somewhat muted. She doesn't look like she's looking forward to going up.
Look, this ain't forever. We're coming back.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever we gotta do, I guess.
No.
It's like,
What's on your mind?
Nothing. I mean, something. Probably something.
You don't know?
Not specifically. I know I need to get up there. There's something I need to figure out. There's some kind of mystery. But I also am pretty sure that I ran away from up there because I didn't want to be anything that was up there. And I went through all this to make that happen, and now, I don't regret the decision, but when I get back up there, there's going to be an awful lot of stuff that isn't really the same anymore.
Man, you're a lot like the girl you pulled out of the hole.
Huh? Oh, no, I'm pretty sure she's a transcendent entity that's going to devour us all eventually, but I'm less likely to do
Is
that.
that a bad thing?
You'll be okay.
How is Coco doing?
Coco's still tied up.
I'm
It's
gonna
like-
release her.
She's really not sure about what's been going on, but she's been pretty quiet because she's been reassured about the quiet game being a thing. So,
It's like,
Well.
I mean, it's a bad thing, like, not for you, so.
We may want to get her up there and then just drop her out front of a progenitor center. I'm sure they'll do something.
Didn't I hear something about her missing a heart?
oh yeah, the Stefan checked. She don't have a heart. She has an intestinal tract. Doesn't know why. Goes through the whole body. No liver, no kidneys. Basic bone structure, but really basic. It's mostly noodly woodly. We want to look at the scanners. It's pretty fun.
Miko's gonna kind of tilt her head curiously, pondering how he managed to map the intestinal tract.
Stefan had time alone.
Stefan, long arms.
Stefan, many long arms.
Stefan tied a sensor to a string.
I honestly, I was expecting Stefan long tongue.
Also, that hand is about 5 degrees colder than that hand.
You ever see a cat swallow a rubber band?
All right, before you go and look at those, I'm gonna make contact with these people. Name, background. What am I asking for you?
Stefan is a doctor.
Stefan is a doctor. You're a blip.
Yeah. Attractive blip.
Yes, attractive blip.
Yes. Mm.
That's gonna cost you 3
Um,
more character generation points.
So,
Can Stefan be a Hemi? Is this Stefan can be now?
What about you, Gary? Susanna or Amelia or something
don't
new?
call me Susanna.
No, bad. Yeah, I imagine. Amelia.
Stefan would advise against Amelia.
Yeah, we're going on the surface, but JD's
Yes,
reach
we
might
know, but
hit there.
We're not leaving anybody behind. We gotta take her.
Ha!
No. Oh.
I
think he
gotta.
knows her name.
Stefan means that JD knows Amelia's name. Stefan might know names, and if Stefan knows names, and other people might know names. Maybe Stefan shouldn't be Stefan. Maybe Stefan should be Steph.
Stefan.
Ah, I see what's happening here. Lee, we're going to make funny fake names and let's get the entire party killed trope.
Stefan
done
is
this
going to be
before.
Slim Cognito.
I have already experienced this. Okay, I'm taking Miss Anthrope once
Yep,
more.
fair enough.
No, but still, Stefan. You guys are going after JD, right?
Eventually.
First opportunity.
I mean, and JD will see you coming if you use right name, but I guess maybe you set up other fake names when you get close to JD. I don't know, but I just worry if he might have a beef on Amelia because he made big broadcast thing, very angry, talk your name.
Yeah.
Have you considered the name Bedelia?
I kicked it around a little bit. Like, I don't know. I got so many names.
I mean, how many people know your names down here? That might be consideration.
Well, that depends. Like, there's like 3 big areas. They call me different things in different places.
I wonder if we should figure this one out between sessions, because this is literally the hardest part of any RPG player's character creation.
Oh, I already know what I'm calling myself.
Well, if you guys want to insert using fake name for right now and just say insert
Yeah.
fake name, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Stefan is actually concerned about Amelia using Amelia's name.
Amelia definitely. Me also, because I am known to him. Miko can probably get away with being Miko.
Yeah.
Zuri,
I don't think there's
probably.
anybody still living outside of this group that ever heard that name. Anybody else was
Yeah.
called Fidget.
The only concern you guys might have is that he did get a chance to torture or possibly torture a certain person who knew all of your names.
I think he knew Fidget too.
Zuri is coming up with a fake name.
Okay, so you guys can come up with fake names and we can have that associated after the session. Okay.
Wait, Miko should be RGB.
I have worked for 9 sessions to get the name Miko actually used by the party.
How's that
hey,
working out for you?
that only worked because I changed to a character that would actually use your name.
We're sticking to it. If it gets us caught, tough shit.
But again, Miko's probably one that can get away with it.
Yeah, Miko hasn't done anything extremely flashy and said their name. Miko's amazing.
How
on the camera.
How about Okeem?
I'm not
Okay.
using that name.
Alright, so everyone but Miko's using a fake name. So yeah, you can do the paperwork. You can probably use Coco's name as Coco because nobody knows Coco.
And
So
Coco's gonna die soon anyway, I'm pretty sure, so it's
Stefan
fine.
will give a fake name of Archibald. That's the name he's gonna
Nice,
use.
I like it.
That's fantastic.
He wants to be Archibald. It's a name that's been rolling around in his head for a while.
Yep.
I feel like he may be like the Duke of Worcester or something.
I'm so screwed. I guess I'm just gonna have this freaking YouTube video stuck in my head.
What?
It's the guy who does the little skits where he's talking to himself. That's like his preferred name of choice for any dapper villain hero dudes.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
yes.
Oh, Archibald, you
Yes.
finally made it to my domain. See you.
Oh.
The anime dude.
I know who you're talking. ProZD.
Yeah,
Yes, pretty-
ProZD.
Yes, but he's going to go with the name
Senpai.
Archibald Windfell or something like that. He's just going to go with something crazy.
I'm
And,
going to be called Winona.
Writer.
I
Got
hate
it.
that name, but I'm using it.
Alright, so yeah, you can fill out all the paperwork and then you can get a hold of Lenny. If you want.
Okay. Buzz buzz.
Hi!
Oh wait. Hey, would Signal actually get out over the interference?
You guys are right by the tower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, close.
Yeah, right by the tower. This is a long distance toggle. You guys have been using this is an actual toggle. This isn't like your guys' little crappy radio bands. They don't expect people to have actual toggles down here.
Yeah.
So, hi.
Hey,
Oh man, I
Uh,
thought you'd be dead.
a lot of dead people down here.
Your voice sounds very effeminate.
Yeah, Donald's down. I'm next in line.
Oh, you're Amelia.
Yeah,
Cool.
Hey,
Right.
What?
I got need 6 IDs.
Okay, send me the info.
Oh, Amelia, you were next in line.
I'll send it through to you. Okay, I'm gonna send through to field that.
Ratter noise on the toggle, right? Type.
Yep.
All right, cool. Send me the credits.
Okay, she's gonna start going through the sticks one by one until
Swipe.
it totals the amount.
Swipe. It takes a while. It's really obnoxious. All right, taking my cutout. All right, there you go. Should be all on your IDs. Have fun.
Wait, what IDs?
There's a churning noise from the toggle as it starts to like somehow print out little plastic IDs.
It's got a dot matrix printer on the inside.
Now you see the toggle case is a special one.
Yeah, no. Actually, what it does is it makes a beeping noise, and a little printer nearby will suddenly come out of the wall and start printing out, and it actually produces a toggle for each person with a toggle case, and it has your IDs on it. That's what it'll do.
Magical.
Mm-hmm. They're of course the shittiest toggle cases you've ever seen. They are very
Well, actually, I think for a few of us, they will probably be pretty amazing, being that they are a toggle case.
Yes, but I'm just saying, for Miko and for Zuri, these are so trash that you would have got beat up at school for these. Like, your parents don't love you. Why did they give you this toggle case?
Oh.
Right?
This is kind of nostalgic. I got beat up at school for having one of these.
Oh, you remember that, do you?
I think so.
What a lovely memory to have.
I remember somebody getting beaten up at school for having.
Says I beat up at somebody at school for having one of these.
It lists all of you guys as progenitus relief workers.
Okay.
We're scabs.
We can work with that. We're running from the finance down here. If there are IPF at the elevator, they should let us up.
I'm just
Things
like
got too
turning
hot.
the toggle around different directions. Like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, yeah. Okay, look here. See, you press here, and it lights up. It's like a little computer with your entire life on it. Don't lose it.
How
does it work?
I can't get the pizza clicker.
Oh God.
I need to get the elder pizza moms.
How about we wait until we actually topside before you start downloading games?
Yeah. All right, let's just go towards the tower. Okay.
Why does that one have signal and these ones are shit? And Lenny goes, well, if that's all you guys need, could you destroy the toggle? That'd be helpful. I don't want to get in trouble.
Hello. Can you tell us what's the activity like at the towers? Elevators.
Well, I mean, it's not good, but I mean, they've got it all under control. They're not letting anybody out.
Oh, great.
Well, hopefully we'll be the exception.
Well, I mean, they're not letting any of the crap people out. They've been, well, you know, the cleansing's been pretty clear, but I mean, they're televising it, and I mean, it's getting great ratings.
They're televising this? What does that mean?
Yeah, they do. It's entertainment.
Showing it to everybody.
Oh, don't wait till you don't worry about it. You'll see all about it when you get up here. It's
Test.
the
There we go.
streams? This. Oh,
There you
hey,
are.
welcome back.
There you are.
That was weird.
That's weird. All right. Well, what did you miss? See.
I don't know, maybe 2 minutes?
All right. Well, basically, they smash the toggle that gets a hold of Lenny, and you guys are getting in the elevator to head back up. The elevator is big enough to hold about 8 vectors. It does not take a vehicle.
Oh,
I think we'll abandon the good old truck.
then there's only one thing left to do.
Crash the truck?
I have to destroy the truck.
Like we could just leave it for somebody else.
No. Alright, fine, so move on.
Like we can break a car when we get up top.
You don't understand. It's harder to do it up there.
It's like, look, it's a car. They're pretty easy to break.
They drive themselves.
Cars up there usually belong to somebody else, and they're gonna call the police if you break it.
Well, cars down here belong to somebody else, and they'll shoot you if you try to take it.
That's about the same, actually.
Stefan helps the weird little lizard into the elevator, and he
Did we
just
ever
kind of
get
rolls
close?
all four sets or four eyes at this. Stefan's never been up top, but Stefan's been up top many times. It's very complicated.
Amelia, follow. Her eyes drift over Stefan, who's had many lives up top, but is a little crazy. Over Miko, who is from up top, but is unpredictable. Over Coco, who no. To Zuri, who is slightly psycho.
Mm-hmm.
Follow Zuri's lead.
Okay. So how does this thing work?
It goes up.
It's an elevator. It goes
Yeah,
up.
I'm gonna find whatever button or lever.
Holding up her toggle. It's like, no, this thing.
Oh.
That's a complicated question.
Oh,
You
I mean,
ever
how do I use it?
you tap at the screen.
Stefan feels like when we get up top, we'll just we'll get a little baby's learner thing. Okay, we teach you.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll teach you, but right now let's go up top.
Oh,
They-
we're gonna have to get you a neuroplex and everything. Got a whole new world to show you up there.
Oh man. Hands in pockets, everybody.
Elevator make go.
Hold up. Are we gonna get in trouble for like this? And she just like pats the assault rifle strapped to her chest.
Well,
Just,
no more so than the armor that you have. Fuck the IRPF scribbled all over.
Oh, I got new armor.
That's a good thing you're not wearing that now.
Yeah, I've scrubbed away the serif marking, so there's that.
Yeah.
That was
I mean,
that last
I can't.
session.
You know, I haven't had any time to customize.
Actually,
my-
I'm going to check our because we're supposed to be a progenitus relief team.
Mhm.
What is our defensive allotment? Like, what are we legally supposed to be carrying?
You guys were a progenitus relief effort in the under area, so you could get away with some weapons and armor. It would be expected that you would have had to do what you had to do
Yeah.
to survive down there.
We're probably going to have to put these away once we're situated up there, but it shouldn't be a problem getting past the IRPF.
Oh, good. Yep, no problem getting past those guys.
Just
Alright.
behave.
Well, I'm more worried if it's not the IRPF we have to get past.
I'm more worried if it is.
The elevator starts up mysteriously, as if Stefan hit the button when no one was looking.
I kept saying I was hitting the button.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the elevator lurches up, and it's a sickening feeling, like your stomach going to your legs, because it doesn't have anything to really inertially dampen how fast it's going. It's like, oh man, that's going fast.
It's a
And,
turbo lift when things go wrong.
Yeah, it goes very, very quickly, and then it takes many minutes. Like it's probably close to a half hour because you guys are ascending so far up. This thing
Amelia is
going.
just drinking like an entire bottle of liquor on the way up.
It just reeks of alcohol in there during this because of Amelia, and it suddenly ding and stops, And then the doors open, and there are immediately fully armored, riot-wearing officers right there, but they are not wearing RPF. They have a different logo, and it's a different set of colors as the doors open. Identify yourselves. Put your hands up.
Right, hands go up, holding
Hands up.
her toggle case. Progenitus relief team. We're trying to get away.
One of the guards kicks his head over, jerks his head over at you guys, and the kind of lighter dressed fellow comes over and starts scanning all of your guys' toggles, and he gives like a double take, looking between Nico and Stefan. Mostly Stefan, but a little bit of Miko.
Miko is not so flashy at the moment. Actually, all of her colors are grayed. She just kind of looks monochrome and fairly submissive. Just kind of like lying down.
Yeah.
Aww.
Well, they're mostly looking at you because they're trying to like. Is everybody okay here?
There's some cuts and bruises, but we're all right.
All right, good. Let's get you out of here. The cleanses is going to be heading this area. We're closing off this elevator in about 15.
Okay, thank you.
Made it just in time.
And they will usher you guys out. It is pristine walls, bright lights, ads everywhere as you guys are going through this big tunnel system. There's videos playing on different things, and there is just battalions of these guys. There's probably about 40 guys just waiting at this entrance alone. There's a bunch of barriers up that are clearly meant in case a crowd came through.
Yeah.
There is some people already cleaning up some blood because apparently somebody may have rushed through here at one point.
Oh,
So-
dear.
So, what happened? We were down there providing aid, and suddenly communications went dead, and things erupted.
Apparently, the spiral leader, a woman named Amelia, has incited some sort of terrorist activity. They attacked the main generator for the city.
Good Lord.
Emergency sanctions have been put into effect. We are to wipe out the offending population, and we are going to get control down there. It's going to be okay.
Good. You guys have got a handle on it.
But what?
Yeah, we've got a handle on it. No worries. We just want to thank everyone in Progenitus for all of their hard work. You guys have been trying so hard to stop these ruffians that have been offending and attacking our people for so long. And it's just great that Progenitus has finally accepted our aid.
Well, it's just good to know that someone has our back.
But that's not.
Later.
Yeah, just shooting Amelia a look.
I haven't actually got a hold of the main assailant yet, but they are looking for her.
Oh, that's very good. I hope you catch us.
But it's not a her.
Do you have information regarding the assailant?
She's a little shaken up.
Oh yeah, I understand it's been very hard for a lot of the relief teams. I understand that there was altercation when they were removing some small children that had been attacked.
Yeah, unfortunately, did those kids get out? We got separated from that group.
Holy shit, you're on the north side?
We were on the north side, had to drive through the entire lot.
Holy crap. You guys are going to be freaking all over the news. I can't wait to tell the guys. Yeah, they got out okay. The kids are going through rehabilitation. They're going to be, normalized for society.
Oh, shit. That's good to hear.
Yeah. Rehabilitation. That's cool. I love Newspeak.
Okay. Thank you for receiving us. I think we could probably make our way.
Hey, don't forget to check in. They're going to want to know your story. You're going to be all over all their networks.
Yeah, what's your name? I mean, you've helped us out.
My name's Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
She's looking for any sort of rank indicator.
Give me. Well, you can probably puzzle it out. It looks like a lieutenant, maybe.
Lieutenant Jimmy...
Board.
Board?
Yeah.
Sorry, I think it'd be a fairly action-packed day today.
She's pleasure to meet her. She's going to hold her hand out, you know.
He'll shake your hand, and he pulls up his visor briefly to give you a winning smile, and it's a Shiba Inu vector.
Oh, no.
And he gives like the perfect wink.
Wow.
Allie pulls the visor back down on him.
But you can see them moving in some very heavy armament. Things you haven't even seen are being kind of set up.
Yeah.
And they lead you guys out. There's an emergency medical station nearby that waves to you with the full progenitus garbs. Do you need any help? Are you injured?
We're good. Just tired.
Oh, okay. Well, if you need, we're here.
We didn't expect to come out here. Where's the closest lodging?
Oh, you can't really throw a stone without finding a hotel nearby. Just turn your toggle on, download this app, and there should be one about a block over when you get out.
Oh, yeah, toggle. That's right. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Okay, guys.
I don't really know the names. I don't live in this area. I just I shuttle in. But are you sure you don't want to? We could give you a little check over.
No, we're good.
It's full of disease down there. It's disgusting, and you could really use a shower.
I think we'll actually head to somewhere nice and private to do that.
Exactly.
All right.
Shower and a good bit of rest. That should...
And what was your name again?
Winona something second name.
Something second name? Okay.
Yes.
All right. We'll see you soon.
See ya.
You're doing great work.
Thumbs up.
There is a constant thrall of people moving in and out. As you guys reach topside, the sidewalk has a cluster of different well-dressed vectors talking with their backs towards the stairwell down, with drones facing, cameras down.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys are coming up, there's coming up another group of people. Excuse me. Can you tell us what's going on down there?
Afraid not until we've been debriefed by our corp.
All right, and again we are shut down. It's just panic and mayhem down there. Ever since the city has begun the shaking, there's no idea how the engines are doing. Power is still flickering around the whole city, but as you can see, there are progenitus relief effort people. Looks like they're coming out. Let's get a couple shots of them. Okay, good.
One of them has a burnt hand and is blind. Not sure how they got the relief agent job.
Oh, there's some very interesting vectors in that group. Yeah, get a big shot of them, Steve. Okay, so.
There goes our cover.
Let's hope JD doesn't watch the news.
He's got somebody paid to do that for him.
Yeah, you guys get up on the street, and sure enough, your toggles will tell you where a nearby cheap hotel is.
Man, I've not used one of these in such a long time.
Stefan, meanwhile, has found his way to Cookie Clicker, or the equivalent of.
Pizza pusher.
He's got 4 hands, and he can push those pizzas.
Pizza ninja.
It's a combination of Fruit Ninja and Cookie Clicker.
Yeah.
Which actually
It's
kind of
very-
sounds fun, now that I think
Yeah,
about
it
it.
actually sounds fun. But yeah,
A little more
he's
active
having-
than standard.
He actually stops walking several times because he's paying too much attention to his toggle. One of his past lives may have been addicted.
Also, Lotta is passing out the few last cred sticks to each of the group members. Don't know what's on them, but load them onto your toggles. Wink, wink.
Wink, wonk, wonk,
That's a
wink.
good idea.
Like, Amelia's, like, not paying attention. She's just, like, wobbling on her feet. Like, she's barely there.
Oh yeah, it says sky.
There is sky. It has got beautiful, big, puffy white clouds, blue, and I assume other colors because it's Mars, and I don't know what they terraformed it like. But there's sun.
And then Amelia discovered agoraphobia.
Yeah. Amelia looks up, starts screaming.
No,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
goes
want
up
you
and
to
up.
panic. It looks like that because there's actually nothing up there.
A lot of the people on the street seem to be actively avoiding your guys' group, like because you're smelly and disgusting.
And armed.
Yeah.
I'm super armed.
We should probably get off the road soon.
Yeah, let's
Nico
just
says-
get into this hotel.
All right, you guys.
Preferably one with nice showers.
Actually,
You guys make your way to the hotel.
most stuff is digitally automated, right? Like you
Yeah.
can do transactions just through
Yeah.
look at the listing.
You can get a
buy it.
hotel room without going to the front desk.
No, I'm actually thinking about buying us a place quick.
Okay.
Is that a thing that could be rapidly done if they were listed to be?
Well, you can get rent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Renting a place.
Mm.
Yeah, you could pay rent on a place.
Jimmy wouldn't have any furniture.
You can probably get a
Fine.
furnished one for a little more money.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can buy a furnished one. It's normal for corpse to have those ready in case one of their people needs to move into an area quickly.
Just
Yeah, I
as
was gonna say, you might want to see if there's a company one available under our IDs. Like there might be
Yeah,
some kind of deal
I'm
we can
seeing
get.
if there's a discounted one for progenitors rent.
There is one at 20% discount that is fully furnished.
Okay.
But it is 2 blocks over.
She's gonna hold up a toggle.
It also only has 1 bathroom.
Hey, I want to get us. We'll go for the medium. 1,500 square feet, multi-bedroom.
Are you gonna go for the big one? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you can go for the bigger one. Then that'll be better.
Right. Right. Do you want a semi-permanent place to stay?
No.
yes, that's a good idea.
Chin up, Miko. You all right?
We should just get off the road.
Yeah. Okay.
God,
Let's
that
go.
looks so good. Nico, not so color. Stefan pack Nico, make it better.
All right. Lola is hitting pay. And in fact, I'll tell you what. I'll skip the 20% discount to have it probably furnished. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's an easy way to deal with it.
Okay. Get it
200.
properly furnished.
Or semi-properly, just livable.
Yeah. Livable. It'll have its own little printers and everything and kind of set up.
Okay.
Alright.
Right. Head in there with all speed.
Alright, as you head there, a little, actually I wouldn't need to do anything, this is all going to be on your toggle, so,
Mhm.
as you get there, you get a lot of weird looks, because this is a very nice building, and, you guys are very filthy and armed, and there's, like, this look from the person at the front door, like, maybe you should be going up with those weapons, but they don't want to stop you, because you look really determined.
Yeah.
So they let you go roaming up the elevator, and you guys find this extravagant room. And I say extravagant because of what you guys
Our
are doing.
backgrounds. Yeah.
Well, I mean, even like just even the short amount of time that Nico and Zuri have been down there, this is such a step up, right?
Mhm.
It is nice. It is clean, and you hear like a near scree noise come out of Stefan as he rushes a table, finding a bunch of
Orange.
unpeeled oranges. And there's the most sickening noises as he crunches.
Well, that's gonna haunt me.
And he sits there chewing on the orange peels because he's just like so happy.
Okay. If you need a shower, go shower. Settle in, I guess.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah, stuff in my bearings I don't even want to identify.
There are multiple showers because you guys got for the bigger one, so I think it would have multiple bathrooms. So you guys can,
Amelia's just kind of like standing there, like just touching like some random furniture.
oh, see, it's like you leave fingerprints with your muck.
So Zuri's gonna grab Amelia and pull her along into the shower. Come here, we need to clean ourselves up.
It's like, huh?
You've never done this before. Let's go.
This is gonna be a learning experience for you.
This is what we call soap.
Why would I trust this on my body?
Stefan is going to abuse his option for oranges for a while. Because apparently he needed those in his life more than you knew.
Yeah.
Vitamin C. It's actually the only thing that nourishes him.
Yes, other than brains.
Oh. Yeah, it's just occurred to me, well, Coco notwithstanding, the media is the only one that's going to have a really hard time going, what's this piece of technology for? What's this piece of technology for?
At least the media can see. That makes explaining it a lot easier.
Speaking of, has Coco's state changed at all during this trip?
Coco seems more withdrawn. She seems very quiet through everything. And she just kind of sits on the couch where she gets left by Stefan. And Stefan goes to gorge into these oranges. and
like,
she just waits patiently and quietly.
Do their showers work the same way like contemporary ones do?
No, they're a little bit more active.
Oh god, we're gonna have to explain the 3 seashells thing.
Are you familiar with flow form technology?
Yes.
That is happening. The water comes
Oh,
up.
fancy.
This is a nice
Somebody
one.
is ecstatic.
These are nice
Amelia
flow form
is going to freak out.
because it not
The
only
water is
does it
assaulting
keep
me!
wet-
And
Why is
she's
the water
probably-
doing weird shit?
She's probably never seen that much water in one place. It's highly toxic.
Well, I mean, it was coming from the sky. It was only mostly grease, right?
Miko's gonna start hearing yelping from the other room, and she's not even gonna look over to it, having discerned what the situation is, or is it just droop further? It's going to follow your hand motions. There are sensors. You should stop flailing.
By the way, the flailing has made it worse, which is great.
I could not be happier.
Zuri is highly amused.
Stefan
Like
is
that.
gonna slowly creep up on Miko and try to shove an orange into her mouth.
Did you even chew?
she spat it out.
It's just like I'm just imagining him pushing it in her mouth like
Zah!
real slowly.
Yeah.
Not hungry. She'll go over and peek out the window.
Well, it's what you'd expect. High rises, beautiful landscape, ads everywhere.
She's
Boring,
got
Miko.
her chin on the mantelpiece thingy on the windowsill
Mhm.
with the sad doggo look.
Yeah.
Aww.
Aw. All I can think of is it would be out of character, but I'd love for Stefan to go. Does Miko want to go to the park? No, but yes.
This is really hurting you, isn't it, Miko?
She huh? What? No, I mean it's fine. We're here where we should be.
I think you're probably one of the ones that's easiest to tell when it's not fine with.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not glowing, you're not moving. In fact, you're way stiller than even when you were sleeping.
If it's possible to make a fart sound effect using light, she does so.
Yeah, I can picture that strobe.
There's a slight like token wiggle in a fart sound effect that uses light as opposed to sound.
Yeah.
She stares out the window, and then goes back over onto the bed and lies down on it. She is not yet bathed, so the bed is not ruined. Enjoy.
Lovely. That's okay. It's a morally bedroom, so that's your bed now. Lotta's actually going to, finally strip off her armor. Fucking been forever.
Mhm.
And she's gonna stow her gear and Zuri's weaponry in a room, and if there's no lock, she's gonna see if she can find a printer.
Or a padlock.
There's a gun safe that you can take things to in the
Yep.
building.
I will
but
do
it
that.
wouldn't be in your room. So
In the building, like outside our apartment.
yeah.
She'll take Suri's stuff.
Man,
Nice. So much trust, Suri.
It's not so much distrusting Suri. It's distrusting the DM's actions with Suri.
Also, you wanted to stop like 30 minutes ago. Did you want to call it or?
I'm gonna call it here in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
I thought-
Or
oh, yeah, okay.
wind it down. Good. What was that, Fox? I talked over you again.
Oh no, that was an almost question that I didn't need answered, so I was just like, oh wait, no, I know what's going on. Never mind.
As you guys take your showers and get cleaned up, eventually, Stefan will go take his shower, and it leaves you guys a couple quiet moments, in this vastly superior living space, amongst yourselves without him around to pry into your conversations.
Well, at least
It is
Suri and
really
Stefan are
loud,
happy
horrible
being here.
resonant singing, though.
I imagine Amelia just like sitting somewhere on like some kind of furniture in a bathrobe.
Oh my
Like,
god,
they
he is
put a
so
newspaper
fluffy.
down here.
I don't know if her like hair dye has survived the shower.
Well, it really depends if it was the kind of hair dye that was just there because it was gunk, or if it was the kind of hair dye that actually dyed your fur.
Yeah,
Probably
Not really
probably
sure
the
that you
former.
had like the temporary hair dye option down there. You might have just like poured motor oil on it until it changed
Yeah.
color. You know.
The, I
Yeah,
mean, the,
basically, you're clean now, so if it was a result of filth, it's gone.
the white part is probably bleached, but the blue and the red is probably like paint.
that
Yeah.
begs the question: is that light grayish actually her fur color, or just a lifetime of dirt?
It turns out it was a lifetime of dirt. She is the
Oh
most.
my gosh, she's a
underground-
beautiful blonde. You like?
beautiful, beautiful blonde. She is Kiara. Under all that filth, she's always been Kiara.
My god.
It's like a brand new lioness all of a sudden.
Just like he made it me.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Just another reason to put a bullet in him.
I don't think I'm gonna put a bullet in him. I want to put a blade in him. I
Oh,
wanna
don't be
take him
picky.
apart. I want him to know it's happening.
On the outside, at least it proves it took him personally.
Ha!
Yeah, I guess so.
She'll go like flump over into the shower to go commence with that showering process.
Or as a lost little Coco in that shower, groping around
Help!
to figure out what's going on.
Somebody
I keep
should
touching a seashell-shaped thing and I don't like what happened.
I think a horrible thing is happening.
somebody should rescue her before Miko drowns her. I'm just saying.
This this is the humane way to go.
Shh, shh. I found out you didn't have lungs anyway.
We'll tug her out. Like, pull her out again, shove her up to the side, get in. The part of her that shoved her out is now dirty again. She go in.
She was briefly half clean. Now she is half dirty. So yeah, there's a naked, blind, groping, poor gecko girl in the hallway.
Suri will help her. Nobody else does.
No, I already said that's your responsibility. You don't get guns, but you get a chameleon.
Gee,
Karma
thanks.
chameleon.
I hope we don't figure out that thing can shoot. Just like, oh, you don't get guns, but you get a chameleon. Oh, we should not have given her the chameleon.
One of my
Mistakes were
personalities
made.
will figure out a way to use Coco to kill somebody.
One of your personalities made Coco somehow. Oh, I wish I had
Somehow.
a chameleon that shoots. An ammo-melion.
Thank you.
Well, I got one of you.
I would have gone with like Camille Gun, but I guess
Well, that's why I have a comedy channel and you do games.
Yeah. Well, as the sun starts to set outside, we will close on this chapter of Hooks of Draconis.
I'll have to spend the
Because
next
the
week
players
in
are
the
just getting
shower.
stupid and giggly.
Yeah.
You're
Meanwhile,
gonna be so pruny.
violence continues underneath.
Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That's not the theme for the situation.
Totally the theme for the situation.
Is there a much cooler group than us down there fighting the bad stuff?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
I had to have.
That's why we had to go up top. Sammy wanted us out of the way for the cool group.
Yeah, Tiberius is down there fighting them.
No, I said cool group. Ha, sorry, Toby, if you're watching.
Mean. Okay. Well, that's where we're gonna stop for the night. Everybody can have 18 experience points. Everyone can also have 350 credits.
Should we erase our hobo bucks or
Well, your hobo pucks become credits.
Any hobo bucks you had left over have turned into credits, and they were on your toggle.
That's
now.
what the cred sticks that are handing out for.
I have
Yeah.
so many of those. I need to spend them.
Yeah. So now you have actual credits, and you could do the actual shopping next session, which you might want to actually think about. So.
Once we have explained to Amelia how that works.
Yeah.
You see, unlike D&D or other such game shopping where you wander around the town for hours talking to shopkeepers bargaining, it's going to be us standing on a street corner in front of a printer.
Pretty much.
And then
Yeah,
you guys are
waving
gonna
our
wander to
thumbs.
another street corner.
We do still have to
Yeah.
find out, yeah, who's selling what based on rarity and such, but
Well, not every pony's available,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
That's
hey,
right,
that printer over there has this product.
Mhm. Hopefully you guys had fun tonight.
Yeah, very much.
Oh yeah.
I will close this down. Thanks for dropping in, folks.
Bye
And we'll
viewers.
see you next time.